Want to participate in a Don and Mike Show contest? How about this? You or a member of your household can only win once for 60 days. You must comply with any age limitations for each contest. For complete contest rules, send a self-addressed stamped envelope to the mighty WJFK, P.O. Box 3649, Washington, D.C. 20007. Thank you, and God bless.
Everybody loves Don and Mike.
The Don and Mike Show.
You can call Don and Mike anytime from anywhere in America. 877-365-3636. They're ready to believe you.
We are. And they're already ready for us in Las Vegas. Oh, kill them. It's hours away until our arrival. Look at them. They're lined up there at the airport with their signs.
Just like Cookie's story, he was a neo-Nazi.
Oh, they're there for Rob.
True enemy.
Yeah.
Himself, a man of faith, a man of hate, and a soul torn apart. Viewer discretion advised.
And your leader.
See what the sign says?
What?
Looks like spit.
You.
Good afternoon, Mr. and Mrs. Truncated, and all the ships at sea, just mere hours away from being able to spend quality time with their mentors, Siegfried and Roy. Here are Don Fischbacher and Mike O'Horn.
Right. Thank you, Robbie.
All right.
Don and Mike Show. New episode on this Thursday. 03/11/04.
Hi, Don and Mike. Buzz Burbank here.
Howdy, Buzz. And yeah, truncated today. We have to fly to Las Vegas. I say that like it's a hard show.
We have to.
That we have to. We have
must.
to go. We have to go to Las Vegas for the HBO fight.
They're making us.
We have to go to Las Vegas, and we got to get out there to do the show. So it's a truncated show today. Could have been a travel day. We could have been slackers. We could have been on the airplane now taking a travel day, but no, we're here for you. Because, we can do half a show. The plane doesn't leave like till 7 o'clock.
Right,
so we can work until 5 o'clock. Sure. And then we can just rip loose on the airplane.
We're ready.
Las Vegas.
And then tomorrow, just wait. I have no idea where we're broadcasting from. It'll be inside Mandalay Bay.
I hate to say this, but I'm going to say this now. I don't guarantee the show tomorrow. I mean, I'm going to be there. I'm going to show up.
Yeah.
I don't guarantee the show tomorrow.
What do you mean?
Why?
My performance. I don't guarantee it. I normally stamp that guarantee right on it. I'm not doing that today.
Oh, good.
I'm not doing that. I'm going to do the usual professional job I do. I'm just not guaranteeing it.
Okay. Well,
I've guaranteed it for 19 years. I'm not guaranteeing it tomorrow.
That's what you want to hear. Finally, at this point, the guarantee is run out.
Yeah. No.
Just for tomorrow.
It'll be right back on Monday to a guaranteed.
I'm sorry, Mike. I can't hold you to that because what if I just came in one day and said, you know what? I planned out the show, decided we're going to do, but I'm just going to, I'm telling you tomorrow, I just got to take the day off. Dude, you can't take the day off.
I'm not taking the day off. How many times do I tell you? I'm simply not guaranteeing my performance.
You have to guarantee
tomorrow.
the performance. You have to guarantee it.
All right.
Otherwise, I got to think you're on steroids.
All
Come
right.
on, guarantee it. You're a clean player.
I'll warranty it.
Pardon me?
I'll warranty the
No,
performance.
you guarantee. You don't warranty, you guarantee. Don't think that I don't know the difference.
Shipping and handling included? That's
Mike,
the problem, is the shipping and the handling.
Mike, it's the same deal as always.
Shipping me out there and what I'm handling.
Here's the deal.
Yes.
And this is something only known to members of the Don and Mike Show family.
Mm-hmm.
I'm fully prepared for a DFW tonight on your part.
Yeah, well, you might get one.
And even if a DFW happens,
I'm going to be in back of that.
even if the DFW happens, tomorrow comes showtime, Tiger, you're going to rally.
All right.
You're going to rally and you're going to do the show.
Okay.
And for those of you wondering, DFW is Dallas-Fort Worth.
That's what I thought.
The site of Mike's greatest ever alcohol-induced fear of flying, just flat-out drunk breakdown, where Mike was on the floor like Curly
in the fetal position
from the Three Stooges, except he wasn't doing
Now, in fairness, I was on that floor making you laugh. And I was putting a show on for you
But,
guys.
Mike, there's a part in every joke.
Yes, that's true.
There's part truth. And I say to you now,
Well, we're talking 21 days of, without having a toddy.
21.
And how,
without any festivities.
hey, how about that? Ladies and gentlemen, I say to you, that right there, you know what that is? That's determination. That's somebody who said, I'm giving up drinking for Lent, and 20 days into it said 20 days. 20 days is an incredible amount of time.
Sure, I'm looking forward to the flight. Now I'll be fine. All right, I guarantee the performance tomorrow.
You go. There you
Guarantee
go.
the performance.
There you go. Thank you, Mike. Thank you for guaranteeing what I've known all along is in your heart.
There you go.
Because I know, come on, radio's in your blood. You love it.
Absolutely. Yeah.
You love it. And we're going to Las Vegas. You love Vegas. I love Vegas.
I do love Vegas.
We're going without our wives.
We're all excited.
Yeah, it's fantastic. Couldn't be better. And listen, for God's sake, I hate to toot my own horn. I would if I could. But who's the seer? Who's the sayer?
Oh, that's right.
Who foretells the future?
That'd be you.
That's right. All signs
You know it.
point to yes. I hate to toot my own horn, but I don't know if you watched the American Idol last night.
I'm coming.
But the retard boy was the winner.
Peter Pan.
He was the one.
And he was America's choice.
Yeah, as predicted yesterday.
Predicted.
And I told you it wouldn't be a victory for me if Randy or Paula or Simon had picked him.
If it wasn't a live show, I would have thought you got an advance copy of it.
Absolutely not.
I'm not also really familiar with the show. Do they make their choice knowing who the people's choice is?
See, here's what I think. When Simon picked and listen, I'm just going to... my nickname, Uncle Tom. When Simon picked the guy that's Temptation, because I mean he is so smiling always, and especially last night when Simon picked the guy. He's the guy that Simon originally said. He said, "You're a temptation. You're not a lead singer. You're like a background singer at Temptation."
Is it a backline of the Temptations? Isn't that what he said?
He was implying that he was good enough to be like one of the guys.
Background singer, not a lead man.
A background singer. So last night when Simon announces that he's the guy that Simon is selecting on American Idol, I know that of course they've told him up front, listen, the retard was voted in by America.
Well, they would have to know that. I think they would have to know that.
Yeah.
So when Simon gets this guy up there, and he says, well, I'm selecting him because I think that's who America wants. And the guy comes up, and then Simon starts saying to him, all right, now grovel for me. Like he's waiting for the minstrel show, like he's waiting for...
Simon.
Oh, Master Simon, thank you so much.
So you were offended by Simon last night?
No, I liked it. I liked it, and I just have to say, America, what can I say? The week that I decided to get involved, and Mike, you know what this shows me?
What's that?
This shows me...
That you need to be involved every week?
No, democracy does work.
There you go, good.
Democracy does work. I chose an issue. Now, granted, it's not a real political issue, and it doesn't really test our political system and our electoral colleges. However, I did choose an issue to vote on, an issue I felt strongly on. I voted on my own, didn't tell anybody. Came in the next day, bravely announced the results, and found out, guess what? That 22% of the 14 million people were right thinkers like me, wanting that retarded boy, that retarded three-name boy, to make it to the next round of the
There you go.
John
And
Peter Lewis.
I'm here to tell you that my vote is now up for grabs. I'm no longer there just saying it's Nader all the way.
Right.
Of course, I'm not saying it's Bush all the way either. I'm not saying it's Kerry all the way either. However,
You like my new lapel pin?
I noticed that you've you got a John Kerry button on today.
You got one for me, too. Several, in
Got
fact.
Buzz a lapel pin, a couple of...
Oh.
You got there's an... I purposely brought in an extra button if you want.
No thanks.
If you want.
No thanks.
We'll hold it for you.
I'm saying I believe I'll vote, but at this point, the candidate that I'm voting for would have to be the retarded three-name boy from American Idol.
That's who you'd like for president.
I understand that that's a wasted vote, but that's at least a creative wasted vote. Unlike Ralph Nader, you're not being creative if you're throwing
just wasted
at Ralph Nader. You're being creative if you vote for John Michael Retard, whatever, John Paul Retard, whatever the guy's name is. I don't even know the guy's name. You know, here I am saying that. What's his name?
Lucky.
John Peter
Lucky.
Lewis.
John Peter Lewis. Right. The three-name person. So anyway, my faith is restored in the democratic process.
So you trust it now?
Yes. Now,
well, when you brought it up yesterday, a lot of guys were calling in saying that they were going to vote for him too.
You were not
a lot of
alone.
men,
and they already had voted for him. And Mike, it's not because we're homos; it's because. And again, last night when they made him perform, It's just
too goofy.
It's funny, and it's funny because he's not trying
Right.
to be goofy. And what I applaud is the fact that America, watching this show, sees that here's a guy with no chance to win. And here's what I'm hoping. If the show is really voted on by Americans,
Right.
let's really vote the retard all the way up.
Make him in the top 4 or 5.
No, let him
all
win
the
the
way.
contest.
Win it.
The winner.
Win it. Win it.
The big contract.
Well, there's a dearth of talent this year, so perhaps this would be the year that you play the practical joke on
Anyway,
American Idol.
remember, you heard it here yesterday. I voted for the 3-name boy, and how about that? America spoke up. And last night, as I called people to crow, I got, at best, indifference from all of them. As if, here I'm calling like I've got the cure for cancer.
Right.
And most people are saying to me, so you said he would win on the show? That's great. Okay, goodbye.
Well, you did tap into a trend. I mean, you picked that. That's not easy to pick. I would have thought a lot of other people might have had a chance.
Anyway, so that's American Idol. That's I'm still hopelessly addicted to the show. Let's follow up now on something that happened weeks ago. Hello, is this Colette?
Yes.
Colette, the wonderful receptionist, the director of First Impressions.
How are you, Colette?
JFK?
How's your new chair doing?
It's wonderful, thank you.
That's
Now,
good.
you might remember that, I guess it was before Christmas. There was a temp that was sitting out there,
Yes.
and she was listening to a radio station that wasn't the radio station that we work at.
Right.
And I went and I broke her radio. And as it turns out,
Bit of rage.
I broke Colette's radio.
Oh, no.
And we promised to replace Colette's radio with a brand new pre-owned radio. And Colette has, in fact, now received the radio. How is it?
It's okay.
Is it just okay?
Yeah.
Is it as good as the other radio?
No.
Why?
Oh, wait a minute.
Why is it not as good as the other one?
Because I thought I was going to get a new radio.
No, but hold on. When you turn it on, does it still get the signal through the same little tinny speaker?
Yes.
Okay. No,
I think she ought to get a Bose Wave radio.
No, here's the deal. Like, for instance, if I had run into her and...
Who was responsible for getting her the radio?
Charlie, I thought.
No, Rob was.
Rob was.
Rob was.
Yeah.
It's only about 2 months old. That's all. It's a good rate. It's a
Is it
General
really
Electric.
only about 2 months
That's
old?
all, yeah.
All right, now listen. Let me tell you something about Rob.
Okay.
I don't think Rob's unloading anything that has any value at all. If Rob likes something, he's not going to get rid of it. If Rob gets rid of something, why did
Fidelity
you?
is
Now,
fine.
why didn't you want it? Because you're a hoarder.
I know I am, and hoarders is hoarders, but I got an alarm clock for Christmas. Carrie got an alarm clock for Christmas, which means that Carrie's alarm clock went to Big Daddy, and this is Big Daddy's old alarm clock.
So now there's
Everyone
no more room
moves
in the
down
house.
one slot on the couch.
But it's obvious to me from speaking with Colette that she is not satisfied
Mike,
with the
here's
radio.
the thing. I'm the one that broke the radio, and here's a parallel that I will offer to you. If she was driving at the time a rather beat up Pinto,
Right.
which is what that old radio was at the front desk.
Yeah, but
right?
she said it was better than this one.
Well, that's subjective.
And that's so easy to say now.
That's subjective. I supplied her
It's
with...
her radio, though.
But I said, Colette, do you even listen to the radio out there, darling?
Yes.
Do you really?
Yeah, I'm listening to it.
Do you enjoy Bill O'Reilly?
No.
I love you.
Good
All
girl.
right, Colette, just for being so honest, we will buy you a new radio.
There you go.
Thank
That's
you.
the spirit.
But would that really make you happy?
Yes.
Would it really?
Yeah.
Yes.
How good does it have to be?
Which would make you happier, a new radio or the time I answered phones for you so you could go home early?
The time you answer the phone for.
Oh, see, I'm going to chip in for the new radio.
What kind of radio do you desire, my lady? Stereo high fidelity?
Rob, I believe the name brand that comes to mind is Emerson.
Oh, they make a good radio.
Emerson.
Would you like it to receive both AM and FM?
Yes.
How committed are you to listening to FM stereo? I mean, are you all right with FM mono?
If it's really good quality.
I would think that there would be a fine merchant that would be listening right now that would
Donate.
Want to blast down here right away for our goodwill and give Colette a top quality radio.
Yeah.
That plays
Great.
cassettes.
Give her
That
one of
plays
the,
CDs, Rob.
give her one of them boom boxes.
Yeah.
Give her one of them big, and bring her a PS2 while you're at it.
Absolutely.
For goodness sakes.
A little package of stuff.
Anyway, Colette, I guess until the new radio arrives, that one's okay?
Yes.
All right. I just wanted to make sure you're cool.
But
with that.
if you were to rate the first one you had, what would you rate that radio on a scale of 1 to 10?
And please be honest.
7.
And what would you rate?
Liar.
What would you rate the current? You know, I think a radio.
Liar.
Her little radio is just like a friend.
I've been out there with Colette.
You killed a friend.
I've seen her surroundings. That thing was old and cruddy and had that fake paneling on it.
She loved it.
She did
loved
not.
my radio. You're right.
You did not.
And what do you rate the new one?
Colette, that old radio was
5.
It was a 3.
Can you assign it a cash value?
What?
Can you assign a cash value to
Yeah,
the
let's play the
replacement?
Price is Right, Colette. What do you think that radio goes for?
The one that's here now?
Yeah, that great new General Electric brand radio.
About maybe $12.
Rob, what's the retail?
She's very close.
You gave her a $12 radio?
I replaced
Colette, I
the $12
apologize.
radio with a $12
You
radio.
deserve at least a $15
I knew there was
radio.
trouble. I knew there was trouble when you gave this boy that assignment. I knew
Rob,
there was
you're
going to be
fired.
trouble.
You're fired from that
From
job.
radio acquisition?
You're fired from that job.
I'll expect that back, Colette.
Okay, you can have it.
Back into the guest room.
I'll get you a new one.
Okay.
Okay.
You know what? I got one.
I'll
for
put
her.
Big Mama on.
I've got one for her that I never use. And
Mike,
it is a good one.
I'm going to go one step further.
No, I got that Bose. You know that Bose we got for free?
I know.
I'm going to give her that one.
Can I have it?
Oh, I'll give her that one.
I'm going to give her that one. I never used it.
Oh, well, why don't you just buy our Cadillac?
Well, I never used my Bose radio. It sits in the master bath.
Why not let me eBay it? We'll split the money and still buy it.
Go away. Go away.
You should not replace that. What she had.
No, I'm
not
doing it.
merit
I'm
of Bose
doing it
radio.
because it
Mike, here's what you should do, though. Here's what you should do.
It'll be stolen in 8 days.
If you really don't want that Bose radio, because I got one too, because they advertise with us, and that's a hell of a radio.
Great product.
You should
Great radio.
You should give that to Colette,
Right.
to take home. I mean, that's not a radio. Plus, someone will steal that here. That thing is worth like $500.
Do you have a good radio at home, Colette?
I already hung up on her.
Oh,
I do. I think I do. Let me check into that.
But let her take it. Let her take your Bose home. If you'll give her that radio,
all right,
and then I'll spend $50 and buy a nice clock radio for up.
Well, let's find out if she needs it at home.
But listen, if it's here, someone's going to walk away with it.
Steal it.
It's so good. Everything gets stolen here.
It's the kind of radio that should be here, but you're right, it'll get
Good
stolen.
afternoon, WJFK.
Colette, do you have a good radio at home, or do you need one?
No, I have one at home.
Yeah. Oh, you have one. Okay.
Is your one at home? Is it worth $500?
No, not that much.
You see, you really should.
Would you be able to use my Bose radio that I don't use? Would you be able to use that at home?
Yes.
See, of course you would, because I got one, because they advertise with us, and I'm telling you, it kicks ass.
It's got a CD player in it, too.
All those dumb Paul Harvey commercials are true. It does sound like a gigantic, big deal.
Colette, when we come back from Las Vegas, I'll bring my Bose radio in for you.
Okay, thank you.
All right.
All right.
And I'll go to Best Lots and get you one.
Okay.
Okay.
Bye.
Bye. No, I won't go to Best Lots. I
don't use that radio at all.
I go to Target.
I don't use it at all.
Well, you should, Mike. It's a good radio. It's got a nice little remote control jobber with it.
But actually, Don, the only time you would really want to listen to the radio, he's here.
That's true.
That's right, Rob Spiewak.
Listen, kids, it's a truncated show, so I got to get to this right away. I know we've talked about this for weeks, but we're finally going to have Spotlight on Canada. And originally it was going to be, and we still have this backlog of Canadian laws and Canadian rules. You know, we're on in Canada. We're heard in, I think, Toronto and, I don't know, maybe Vancouver. Now that I'm finding out more about our show and stations that run it and don't run it, the funniest thing, the station.
Have you continued your research?
Yeah, and I think I've discovered that we're not on in Seattle again.
Okay.
That we were on, and then we were off, and then we were on, and
then they put us on at a horrible time.
Yeah, and now I think we're not on, but I'm not really sure. Either way, even if the people of Vancouver can't hear this, I know they can in Toronto via WBU up in Buffalo, and we're spotlighting today Vancouver, British Columbia. Okay. Because Canada gets a bad rap on this show. We make fun of you guys all the time. We say you're just Mexico North, you're United States Light.
Right.
That, come on, what do you got besides hockey? Please, let's face it, you die to be Americans. Well, no. They die if they were Americans.
No,
you wouldn't die to be Americans.
Did you see Bowling for Columbine? They die if they were Americans.
Yeah, right. But also, you would die if you wouldn't die to be an American, because that's the whole thing about Canada, is that you're always neutral. It's always okay, whatever.
Well,
but you're not as neutral as some.
Right.
But still. Come on, you're the ugly stepchild.
You know, it's funny, and especially this is very topical right now because of that horrible hit in a hockey game, in an NHL hockey game, where the guy's neck got broken.
Yeah, where'd that hockey come from, Mike?
Hockey came
Came
from
Canada, right.
But in Canada, there's very little handgun murder and
I saw Bowling for Columbine.
and murder from violence.
It's
but
amazing.
But in hockey in Canada, it is in many leagues much more violent
And
than
how
hockey
come-
in the United States.
I ask you, how come the FCC is not looking into that awful hit that hockey player took?
I think they are.
They will.
Not the FCC, but I think.
No, but I think it's time for the FCC to overstep their boundaries even more because that was on television. The guy getting his neck broken on the hockey game. Come on, FCC, what are you doing? You're killing me here.
Do you know why there's such low handgun murder in Canada?
Why?
They're saving all of their guns for the eventual attack.
Saving the bullets.
Here's the spotlight on Canada, because not everything is negative on the show about Canada. We're actually very fond of Canada.
Yes.
Perhaps you've eaten a pork product recently in the great country of Canada, maybe more specifically in Vancouver, in British Columbia, and you thought, this is not the best tasting pork product I've ever had.
Wow, what's going on?
Well, Mike, there's a guy named Robert Picton.
Pigton? Get it?
P-I-C-K, Picton.
Oh, it'd be better if it was Pigton.
And he's a serial killer. He's a bad guy.
Oh, dear.
And what they have found out that this guy did, up until they arrested him a couple of days ago, was that he sold processed meat products to people. And the processed meat products that he would sell to people, Soylent Green is people.
Oh, my God.
That's right. The meat from his farm contained human remains.
So, like sausages and stuff like
Yes,
that?
that's absolutely right.
So he grind up. Oh, my God.
That's right. Hey, you
Ground
got-
pork may contain some human.
That's right.
Oh, that's nasty.
Sausage. So, spotlight on Canada. Who says that we don't spotlight our neighbor to the north?
That's terrifying.
I don't know anybody else that's reporting this story. The guy killed, Jesus Christ, killed at least 22 of more than 60 missing Vancouver prostitutes.
That's a lot of sausage.
Oh, now that Seattle station, they shouldn't have taken us off because this is vital to Vancouver.
Wow.
Spotlight on Vancouver. Imagine that you're having your links one
your
morning,
links or your patty.
and you say, this tastes prostitute-y.
That's nasty.
And that would be a great flavor, wouldn't it? Prostitute-y?
Yeah,
like prostitute-y fruity?
In Italian, super spicy.
Yeah.
Andouille and prostitute.
So, spotlight on Canada. Also, always happy to spotlight our company, Viacom. That they, let's hear it from Viacom, CBS. Here's what they've done.
All right.
They've seen the Passion of the Christ, or they've not seen the movie. They've seen that it's made, $200 million.
They've lived it, Don.
And you might remember, when was it? 2 years ago that CBS ran that Jesus TV show?
Yeah, about that.
The miniseries?
Yeah. Well, they've decided now. Oh, and Rob, you got to have that Jesus Christ Superstar because he's so hot. I told you, I always loved that in there because you never know when we're going to need to talk about him. Jesus is so hot, CBS is pulling that show off the shelf.
And they're going to rerun it again?
They're going to rerun it.
There you go.
Box
That's
office.
There's the brilliance of CBS television.
No work required.
Because I'm telling you right now, you sit around the boardroom.
wouldn't that be great? That Passion of the Christ is real popular. Why don't we get our Jesus miniseries and take it off the shelf?
But what makes it even better, it's not even the whole miniseries.
It's just the last part.
just the part that covers the part that the Passion of Christ covers.
Just the part where they kill Christ. And by they, I mean, everybody. Okay? I'm giving you the politically correct answer now.
Humanity.
Jesus was killed by everybody.
Yes, he was.
But the CBS miniseries will spotlight just to get because he's so hot. I want to tell you something. For a while, we thought it was Vin Diesel.
Right?
And then for a while, we thought, well, maybe it might be Tom Cruise coming back. But no, I'm telling you, who owns Hollywood? Jesus! Everybody loves Jesus.
Yeah. Well, it seems to me that in the great trend of copycatting, that maybe we'll see more Jesus shows. Sure.
I say this to you. Jesus is out there. Hey, dude, you're screwing us over. Us in media. What are you doing, Jesus?
I think, much like in the past, I think, we might be a priority for government. I don't think we're a priority for Jesus.
Jesus. They're exploiting you. They're exploiting you. They're exploiting you. Wow. J-Man. On CBS. We ran it before. Hey, who's hot right now? American Idol. That's hot right now. The Apprentice. That's hot.
Hey, what's that movie about that guy?
Oh, yeah, take it off the shelf.
We have a show called Jesus.
They're just the creativity. The creative juice is constantly flowing at CBS television.
That's right.
There you,
I mean, really, the
go.
passion with which network television executives steal an idea or copy something as opposed to creating something original.
And Mike, I know you want. I know you want something happy. I know you're already happy. You're already up because we're going to Vegas.
Yes, I am.
Guaranteed the fact that you'll show up tomorrow for the show.
I've guaranteed. Well, I'll be there.
And here is. No, you've guaranteed your performance tomorrow.
I thought I got that in there. I
Here
thought I'd
is-
sneak that
It'll be
by you.
entertaining.
Here is great news as we get ready to go to Las Vegas. Are you ready?
Yes.
And we can thank Jesus Christ for this.
Okay.
Roy speaks. Hallelujah!
It's a miracle.
Roy Horn, after being mauled by one of his signature White Tigers at the MGM Mirage, gave a phone interview, and of course, it gets better, to a German magazine.
Hey, what's the deal? What's with that?
The magazine...
Never forget.
Right.
The magazine...
Hi, this
Hi.
is Wolfram Jurecek
Hi.
from Germany.
Right.
Never forget the Don and Mike Show.
Thank you very much, Wolfgang.
Wolfred.
Wolfred. Roy Horn did an interview, a telephone interview with the German magazine Bunt. B-U-N-T-E.
It's a hell of a cake.
Bunt.
And it's a great way to get on base.
You know, I nearly had 2 feet in the ground, but I am doing fine again.
Wow. He's made an amazing recovery. You know what? And here's the deal. We read all the stories about him being on death's door.
No, and he's fine.
And now that he's really fine and he's obviously speaking and it's so fast, I smell a rat.
Yeah.
I do. I hate to be a conspiracy theorist, but
Mike,
you know what I mean?
don't you just... Do you have to... Man, why can't...
Don't you think it'd be a bigger splash?
Why can't you believe in the power of the number one media figure in the world?
Right.
The man who's breaking box office records left and right. The man who, incidentally, don't tell me Howard Stern's the king of media. Don't tell me that Bill O'Reilly's the king of media. Who really has had the best-selling book of all time?
Absolutely.
Who's been in cartoons, action figures, movies, and who's hot right now, baby? Jesus. And I say, Jesus has healed Roy Horn.
You're a changed man. That's incredible. I think it might be a big conglomerate
Mike,
scam.
be sure to embrace the passion of the horn.
And Jesus voted for the retarded 3-named boy on American Idol. Can I get an amen? Amen. 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 Okay.
Hallelujah.
Not that.
I think this is... I don't know.
Jesus is hot.
I'm just suspicious.
Right.
I'm very suspicious.
All
And
right.
I think you're going to see the big comeback show.
There's Mike honking his own horn.
I'm coming.
That's you saying that you think Roy Horn, this whole thing's a setup.
Yes.
Gotcha. And, of course, that's for Roy Horn. That's just
That is the most annoying.
our message to the entire
You know,
Horn
when you're driving along,
family.
people
I
driving
know, it's
along,
gotta
they
be-
all think that
really
that's
piss people off in their cars.
What?
What? What do you want?
Drive it or park it.
We gotta break. Oh, because we're truncated today. Oh, how could we do a show without chatting with you, huh? Can't do it.
No, absolutely not.
Can't do it. So let's get to a phone scan right up front. Any topic, come on. We're ready. Phone number, as always, from anywhere in America: 877-365-3636.
You want to dedicate this song to anybody in particular?
Oh, to the three-name retard boy.
Yeah.
My man. A little less conversation, a little more action. And his dancing is just incredible.
He's your man.
He is. You know what he is, really?
What?
He is a retarded Rob Thomas.
Okay.
If you look at him, if you picture Rob Thomas from Matchbox 20 and said he was like dropped on his head when he was a kid,
Right.
That's my boy.
All right, you got him.
Your calls right now. Here we go. Canada. where you're eating. It's like Vermont and Canada. You're eating food that's made of people.
This sausage is not the best I've ever had.
Hookers, the other white meat.
Yes, you can call from Canada at 800-636-1067. Washington, D.C. 202-432-1067. Your calls on a very early phone scan on Live Straight Ahead.
Is the Don and Mike Show.
So how long do I wait to call? A day. Tomorrow. Tomorrow, then a day. Yeah. So 2 days. Yeah, I guess you could call it that. 2 days. 2 days is like industry standard. You know, I used to wait 2 days to call anybody, but now it's like everyone in town waits 2 days. So I think 3 days is kind of money. What do you think? Yeah, well, 2's enough not to look anxious. Yeah, 2's enough not to look anxious, but I think 3 days is kind of money. Yeah, but you know what? Maybe I'll wait 3 weeks. How's that? And tell her I was cleaning out my wallet and I just happened to run into her number.
Then ask her where you met her.
Yeah, that's where I met her. I don't remember. What does she look like? And then I'll ask if we Would that be T? Would that be the money?
Don and Mike Show.
They'll put more cash in your khaki pants. Don and Mike.
Right. 877-365-3636. Number on the phone scan. I think Joe normally spends some of his time just answering the phone and saying to people, turn your radio down. I mean, he doesn't screen the calls. He just says, hold on.
Part of the instruction.
We'll put you on the air. Well, he's just been too busy today. Yeah.
Joe's got a full plate today.
Where is it? Oh, he was just here and he's gone again.
He's busy.
He just came in and said, man, I feel like I'm producing this show.
This is really something special for me today.
Joe. Anyway, hi, Joe, and hi, everybody. Before we get to your calls on the phone scan, which is next, I always like bringing you a little update on what's happening in our world.
Sure. Yes.
The big story, here you go. The radio indecency bill is speeding now towards the Senate. This is indecency enforcement. It was voted today in the House. And what this means is that...
What today? What was it? The House, the full House approved their indecency
Let me get to
bill.
it. Yes. And what they say, they're the ones that want the fines to be $500,000 for every violation.
Right.
And that the DJs also pay the fines.
Right.
Or a percentage of the fines. That passed on the House today, 391 to 22.
There you go.
So now it goes straight to your United States Senate.
Right.
And Wendell Hall, our engineer, is taking salsa lessons. That's true.
Why he's not here.
I only throw that in because we were looking for Wendell and we found out he's at his salsa lesson.
1, 2, cha-cha-cha!
And the Passion of Christ, as Joe would say. Okay. Thank you, Robbie. There, we got it. There is now a group that wants fines presented to people for showing the movie. Can't happen here, you say? The Department of Justice has been petitioned to evaluate Passion of the Christ for violation of hate crime statutes. There's a senator, Rick Santorum. The guy belongs in a sanatorium. Rick Santorum. Don't know what state he's from. He's a senator.
He's a popular senator. I mean, he's a well-known senator. I'm trying to remember what state he's from.
He has proposed amending Title IX of the Higher Education Act that would punish American colleges and universities if they permit professors to openly criticize Israel. Now, this to me, I don't get what this has to do with the movie, but he says that the Mel Gibson Passion of the Christ, that's hate crimes, and we gotta waste time voting about this to find out if the movie really is anti-Semitic, if it promotes hate crimes. Wow! Because this is what we do now in America. Mm-hmm. We have votes and we decide how much we're going to fine people, and even if there's a movie that's made about Jesus Christ,
oh my God! You know,
even that we got to now look into.
My brain is turning to jelly.
Okay,
it's too much. Yes. It's just too mucking fun.
I only bring this to your attention so you're aware of the world that we live in. Wow. And we now move on with our regularly scheduled program.
I appreciate you doing that for me.
I just trying to let you know that the world's falling apart, but now let's both guarantee the performance of our lives on a phone scan.
Okay.
Hello. Don and Mike Show. Come on, you mean you don't feel like Joe Willie? I feel like Joe Willie. It's, Super Bowl I, we guarantee we'll be the Baltimore Colts.
All right, I guarantee I'm going to be funny tomorrow.
This is going to be a good phone scan. I guarantee that.
I guarantee it, too.
Hello, Don and Mike Show.
No, I don't.
Hello.
Don and Mike, Radio Don.
Howdy.
Hey, a few minutes ago, you guys had the next CBS hit comedy. You guys said Everybody Loves Jesus. It's the trials and tribulations of a man walking through the desert with a bunch of politically incorrect people after him.
The thing is, I'm not going to penalize this guy because he's not calling with per se a joke. It is a goddamn pun intended funny presence.
Yes,
funny premise.
And Ray Romano in the role of Jesus.
There you go.
Everybody loves Jesus.
Hey, follow me, disciples.
And his brother Robert.
All right. The gospel according to Jesus.
Except Mary would be played by Doris Roberts.
You're very nice, dear.
And Peter Boyle would be God.
I'm okay with that.
Yeah.
Hello, Don and Mike Show. Are you there? Try this one. Don and Mike. Hello. Phone scan. Hi.
Speak to us. It appears to be a problem.
There's a malfunction of some sort. Hello.
Somebody's been salsa dancing on the phone.
Don and Mike. Hello. See, this is why we need an engineer here today. Yeah. Hello, Don and Mike.
Radio gods, how are you?
Bank number 2 is working. Phone bank number 1 is down, but our engineer is at a salsa lesson. Hello.
Hello there.
Hi, you're on the air.
I'm calling about your witch hunt. I'm calling from Canada.
Hey, listen. Nice going on that food up there. It's got.
That's the Jeffrey Dahmer thing. There's a little more involved with it. He only gave that to his close friends and family.
That's even worse.
So that makes it okay.
Yeah, it didn't go out to public consumption, I guess.
You're being
so they give him and that's why he's only serving a year or 2.
No, in Canada, he's just house arrest, like Jose Canseco.
That's why he only got probation.
Yeah, he's got the ankle bracelet. He can go to Checkers. He can go to Walmart if he wants.
Yeah, he didn't serve it to the public, eh?
Anyway, what can we do for you?
Well, you guys, the catalyst of this whole big witch hunt, Janet Jackson's little episode, you've got to get your hands on a copy of a tape of the Rolling Stones concert last year in Toronto in the summertime. That went out, broadcast by the CBC. That's our Canadian.
And what did they have on the concert? What was in the concert?
Every shot of the crowd were chicks splashing their boobs.
Yeah, well, listen.
And it went out.
Hold on, it pains
the whole
me.
country.
It pains me to say this, as much as I love bad mouthing Canada.
They're more relaxed.
The United States, for being the land of the free and the home of the brave, is the most prudish, uptight, bass-ackwards country in the world.
We are laughed at by a lot of other countries because we are so uptight about nudity.
And the other weird thing in that concert is at one point Keith Richards pulled his shirt open and you could see his liver.
This is Keith. Yeah, Richards.
So Don and Mike.
And it weighed 43 pounds, like that lady yesterday. Gigantic.
Hello, Mick.
Hello, Don and Mike. Now this is a problem.
I'm troubling.
I'm pressing the buttons and ain't nothing happening.
Hello.
Don and Mike Show. So I would ask the engineer about this, but the engineer is
he's learning to dance.
Let's just double check on that because these phones.
Hello.
Hey, Colette, is Wendell really at a salsa dance lesson?
Yes.
Colette, do you have any more information than that?
No, that's it. All I have.
Was it court ordered?
No. It's part of his makeover.
Okay.
His makeover?
Yes.
Wait, well, explain what?
I hear Wendell's getting a complete makeover. A la Queer Eye for the Straight Guy.
Is it part of, what, are Ron and Fez doing that?
I don't know who's doing it.
Colette, do you know anything about this?
No, Cameron may.
Our sales department is doing this.
Oh, wait a minute. Might not even be a radio show. It just might be a sales thing.
Yeah,
well, he gets
all
a free pass if he's doing it because it's something to do with business.
Right.
I thought he was like I think I'd like to learn how to do the salsa.
No, but either way, come on, please, Wendell, listen, I'm all for getting free stuff, but where's your dignity, man?
This salsa dance.
Where is your dignity? It's
not going to get him any chicks.
It's a Thursday afternoon and you're at a salsa dancing lesson.
Step 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4.
This is starting to make sense because I was asked if we had any best of segments to spotlight Wendell.
I'd like to alert everybody in this building that maybe just by some small chance, be listening to this radio show. We're talking about something that's going on here at the radio station.
But nobody wants to come in and out him on this.
Does anybody know what's going on?
Like they do, but no one will come in because, let's face it.
Try sales guy Ed Pappy.
I don't even know who he is. You go.
He's one of the one that looks like a porn star.
The older guy that looks like the porn star.
He talked a lot to you at that party.
Don, he'd love to be on the radio.
Go get him then.
I will.
Hello, Don and Mike Show.
Hello.
Hello?
Yes, I have figured out the problem on these telephones, and I didn't even take a dance lesson.
There you go.
Hello.
I just want to say that beep, don't beep, you thinking the beep, beep. This is a state.
Okay. Hi, Don and Mike Show.
Very clever.
Hello.
Oh, how are you?
Hey, we're doing great, thank you.
Wonderful.
Ooh, that's evil.
What can we do for you, Stinky?
Okay, my creepy friend.
All right. Bye, Stinky. Hi, Don and Mike Show.
Hey, I have a question for Mike and a question for Buzz.
And it is a Ron and Fez bit they're doing.
Oh, okay.
All right. So it's not a sales thing. It's a Ron and Fez thing.
What is your question for me?
Do you take reservations at your restaurant?
Yes, we do.
Hank's Look Around Cafe.
Buzz, did you see David Letterman last night?
I haven't watched last night's yet. No. What happened?
Patricia Heaton was on.
Didn't see it.
And what am I, cat spit?
Why don't you, can you rustle up a question for Don so he doesn't feel left out?
I love you, Don.
Oh, that tops them all. See?
That's the only way she could have pulled it out, isn't it?
That's disingenuous.
You were getting ready to hang up on her.
That's totally disingenuous. You must now tell me why you love me. Let me count the ways.
Because every day on my way home from work, the only way I get through the drive is to listen to your wonderful voice on the radio.
Now I feel like Simon with the Uncle Tom last night on American Idol. Please grovel more. Never mind. You had to see the show.
It's a fun job.
Simon was sitting there saying to the guy,
"You mean he was treating him like an Uncle Tom?"
Well, no, because the guy was up there. Come on, they're saying we love your smile. I'm so happy, and Simon just go, grovel for me now. Tell me I'm handsome.
So Simon was degrading the guy.
Yes, big time he was.
It's very unusual for Simon.
Yeah, Don and Mike Show. Hello.
Up with that.
Good afternoon. How y'all doing?
Hey, we're doing great.
Hey, listen, I just want to say, you two fat guys, I'm used to the other words, but you know how that is. I just want to say...
What did he just say?
It must be. You must have wanted to call us bastards.
He was afraid.
You know,
I don't know if you can say that, so I'm going to be discreet.
Well,
but I want to say, Mr. Mike, and you two, Mike, your restaurant is, it's great. You got a big, your pictures on the Manassas paper, and you got a really cute face on there, and... I'm
Look Around Cafe
on Monday or Wednesday.
What? Mike, it sounds to me like you've tapped in to the type of person that's going to make it an every night experience at Mike's Look Around Cafe.
You come on out and have a biscuit.
He thinks you're...
Hey, if I get me and 49 people, can we get 10% discount on opening day?
Oh, yeah, you know.
Hello there. Don and Mike Show. Hello.
Hey, Don and Mike.
Hey.
Hey, guys. What's going to happen with JFK if Howard gets taken off the air? You guys
please, everybody just slow down on this. We made a couple of jokes about this last week. Howard's not getting taken off the air.
No.
The FCC has to come down with some major fines, and then Viacom will decide what they're going to do. Mm-hmm. But they're not taking Howard off the air. I credit Howard. He's turned this into a gigantic publicity stunt.
Yeah.
He's turned this into an art form.
He's done what he does a lot. He's made it his own.
Yeah.
He's tried to own it, and, he's doing what he does. Yeah.
But no, he's not going anywhere. But they have, I'll also tell you quite honestly that they have talked to us about not if they fire him, but what if he quits in 2 years?
Mm-hmm.
But they've asked us about that job. But it's nothing on the front burner now, man. And everybody out there, and we're as bad, because I love telling you how screwed up the government is and all this other stuff. Yeah. But really, Howard ain't going anywhere. He's doing what he's doing. We're doing what we're doing.
Absolutely.
And no one's going anywhere. Everything's the same.
Okay, with Ron, in 2 years when Howard's contract's up,
I don't know.
Would you take mornings or Ron and Fed take afternoons?
Can I ask you a question?
Sure.
Really? Unless you're in a fantasy radio rotisserie league, what do you care? Why do you care?
That's interesting, a fantasy radio league.
I mean, unless you're really out there just with, nude in your bathroom making this call, why do you care if Mike and I were to change shifts 2 years from now and what Ron and Fez would be doing? Why do you care?
Because it takes me an hour and a half to get to work.
He likes to plan his...
So I listen to a lot of you guys.
I appreciate that.
Well, what do you think of the lineup right now?
I think it's great.
Okay, well, then don't sweat it. Enjoy.
Yeah, I am. Okay.
Well, are there issues in your own life maybe that are more important than a DJ schedule? Listen, I understand.
I have no life.
I appreciate the passion.
Now, see, he was being honest.
He has.
Got to give him credit for being honest.
He has. All right, well, then I'll tell you probably the odds of us going to mornings in less than 2 years, probably 70-30. Okay, you happy?
Thanks, guys.
All right, bye.
Love you.
It's also dancing.
You didn't tell him which 70-30.
Hello, Don and Mike Show. Absolutely.
That's the way. See, that's how you get them.
Hello, Don and Mike
Brilliant.
Show.
Don and Mike.
Hi.
Hey, how you doing?
We're doing very well, thank you.
Excellent. I have a question for Mike.
Yeah?
Would your band ever consider playing at your restaurant?
Thanks. Look Around Cafe.
You know, Mike, you're welcome.
Don,
you're welcome for all of this free pub that all of this talking has brought
Standing
the
room
Look
only.
Around Cafe.
That's what I say to myself when I look in the mirror.
What?
I'm welcome. But you know what? I don't know. Maybe someday, but I don't. Right now, I don't do that anymore. You can only have one side job that gets to make fun of simultaneously.
Well,
I don't think I could handle two.
I caught you in Fredericksburg, and I thought you were awesome.
Well, thank you. If you liked him, you should try his rabbit stew.
Absolutely. Yes. We get all our rabbit meat from Canada.
Hello. Don and Mike Show. Hello.
Don and Mike.
You know,
Radio God.
I'm thinking
Thanks. Look Around Cafe.
I should get a piece of this Look Around Cafe now.
It's funny. What'll make you laugh is the serious questions I'm getting from people involved now. Saying, is he really getting you that sign? I said, yeah, he's really getting me that sign.
No, I'm buying Mike a sign.
And,
but that's it. And it's a sign to go on the inside, not an outside sign.
Oh, no, it won't be outside. I've got a place for it already.
Hello, Don and Mike Show.
Yeah, Don and Mike. I was just curious if Mike is going to serve pizza at his Look Around Cafe.
I don't think so, no.
Oh, that's a shame. That's a shame. I love pizza. Just let you guys know,
Okay.
Don and Mike Show is the
Call
greatest.
Domino's.
You guys are the
Listen to
greatest.
you.
I love your show.
Thank
the
you.
FCC sucks.
Thanks, my friend.
Thank you.
Have a good day, guys.
Bye-bye. I'm sorry Mike doesn't serve pizza.
Here we go. Any nugget to hold on.
Don and Mike Show. Hello.
I'm Wendell Hall.
What?
I'm Wendell Hall. How do I look in my angel flight? Winner! Winner! I look like a winner. Winner!
Oh, good.
Hello, Don and Mike Show.
Don and Mike, good-looking, fun-loving Thursday afternoon to you.
Right on, buddy. S-H-I Thursday. Sure, happy it's Thursday.
Mike, I had a question for you.
Yes.
I was wondering if you were going to partake and be festive before you hopped on the plane tonight.
Do you listen to the show?
I do.
That's guaranteed.
Don had to coerce me into guaranteeing my performance tomorrow.
Jesus Christ, Mike will be drunk as soon as we hit the airport. Hello, Don and Mike, right?
Well, no, I mean when we get to the airport.
As soon as we hit the airport.
By the time we get on the plane, I won't know where I am.
Hello, Don and Mike Show.
Hello.
Hello, you're on the air.
What's going on, guys?
Hey.
Did you guys know you were on in Virginia Beach?
And incidentally, on the airplane tonight, I'm planning a real show.
That's one that
one of those shows that you hear about in the news.
We did know about that.
No, I'm joking. I'm kidding.
We'll get an escort.
It could be another DFW. Hello, Don and Mike Show.
On the beverage cart.
Hello. Whoopee! Hello, Mike. Yeah, Don and Mike. Hi there.
Hey, I just had a question for you. I was wondering with the climate that you're in with the FCC, if it's still possible to somehow talk about Joe Ardinger's video archives?
Joe Ardinger's what?
The old school videos, you know.
Hey,
dude, the deal.
Where you been?
Dude, we've been playing those the last month.
Yeah, I know. I was wondering if you would play them this month, though. If you had any more.
Dude, we just did that we just did that bit last week. Joe had them taped last week.
Yeah, I thought. Don't you do one every week?
No, dude, no. No, we don't. Because there's not an unlimited amount of 1960s high school educational films on social conduct.
We have like a couple left. I mean, we've gone through almost all of them.
Yeah, we've really bogarted those films already, dude.
We jacked those films.
We jacked them.
You guys rock, man.
Thanks, dude.
Order a pizza and enjoy them.
Hello, Don and Mike. You won't get that pizza at Mike's.
Thanks. Look Around Cafe.
No, I think about that, Mike.
Hey, Look Around Cafe?
Yeah, hello.
Hello.
Yeah, you're on the air.
Hey, I had a question. Are you allowed to say the name of Mike's band now?
It would depend in what context you were. I could say you're a crappy caller, and we can get away with it. Mm-hmm. Okay. Really, do we have to outline these rules for you people?
Good example.
Hello,
People
Don.
seem very serious about it today.
They are.
Don and Mike Show. Hello.
Hey, Don.
Hey.
You're such a big fan of God. I wanted to know if you knew why he gave women hair down there.
The joke, obviously.
Oh, that was a joke.
That's a joke.
It's a setup for a joke.
I was going to treat it as a serious question.
Yes, sir.
Hello, John and Mike Show.
Hey, buddy.
And the answer is somewhere in the Sopranos episode.
What's wrong with you?
That's a natural,
Oh, poor you.
naturally occurring
We
phenomenon.
covered that ground. Everybody's going backwards. It was erosion.
Hello, Don and Mike Show. Hello.
Hey, buddy. How are
Hey.
you guys today?
We're doing great, thanks.
That's good. Mike, I'm kind of curious. Are you delivering? Like, is Omer's going to be delivering?
See, Mike,
Look Around
that's
Cafe.
what I said. This is like a commercial now for you. So here you go. Do you deliver? Are you like Applebee's?
I think we're planning on doing that. Yeah, we're planning on doing
Great.
takeout. Yep.
Can you bring me a cheeseburger to Buffalo?
Yes.
Good luck with that, Mike. I hope it works out for you.
What do you think about a strategy as far as any of these calls about this? I just say yes. No matter what the question is, I say yes.
Keep everyone happy.
Want to practice? You see.
Because already what you've done is you've already PO'd anyone who likes pizza.
I should simply say
Yes.
I should have said yes.
Yes, and
If I'd said yes, we wouldn't have gotten the other call.
And then when they get to the Look Around Cafe, you just tell them you're out of pizza.
We're seriously
We deliver.
considering it.
We deliver satisfaction.
Hello, Don and Mike Show.
Yeah, hi. I wanted to know if Mike's going to have on the menu a dedication to Major Bill Smith with the Baby Lima.
Yes.
There you go.
Yep. Yes.
You bet. Don and Mike Show. You spiked that up with a you bet.
You bet.
You bet. You bet.
Maybe that could be like the ad. Just with winking, going.
Picture of you.
You bet.
Except it's got to be you in a cowboy suit.
Everybody looks better than
You
Cowboy
bet.
hat.
Hello, Don and Mike Show. Are you there? Going. Hi, Don and Mike Show.
Hey, what's going on?
Hey, my friend, you're on the air.
Yeah, great. I have this pimple right above my
You just say your butt.
my butt,
Yeah.
and it itches all the time.
Okay, then scratch it. Hi, Don and Mike Show.
Hi, baby.
Hi there, baby.
Hi, baby.
Hi. This is Jennifer. I'm a longtime listener from Fredericksburg.
Hi, Jennifer.
Hi, I have a serious question for Mike's Look Around Cafe.
Yes.
I think.
Where will it? Where
Have you
is
already
it
answered
be?
it?
No. Where will it be?
You bet.
Like, can
Thanks.
You
Look
can't
Around
tell us?
Cafe.
What?
Can you tell us where it will be? Where
Yes.
the restaurant?
You bet I can.
Don and Mike Show. Hello.
Oh. Hey, that's pretty good.
Good job.
You know, that's good enough to end the phone scan. Do that again. That's good, and you are the last caller. What's your name?
Rich
Rich, where you from, Rich?
from California.
All right, Rich, $50 gift certificate to Applebee's. You don't have to settle for fast food. Applebee's Carside to Go now available at your neighborhood Applebee's.
Where in
Excellent.
California?
Thank you. Northern California, not Sacramento. Sorry, Rob.
There you
No,
go.
it's good, though. I'm glad.
Northern California.
Can he do the other sounds as well?
Oh,
you know,
God.
you remember that one guy that did that you had, and you
Yeah, we
played
have
all the
guys.
sound effects that we have? Yeah.
Can you do the chime? Can you do the chime time? Hold on.
Yeah.
How about, can you do the clonk?
No.
Do that?
Sorry.
No. The only thing you're really good for is... He's got a talent. Thank you for listening, my friend.
Thanks a lot.
Thank you. See, Robbie, that was Northern California. I bet that's San Francisco Bay Area.
Yeah.
Checking in.
You bet.
Let's say that.
Still close. Well, hold on, Buzz. I'll find out where the guy was from. Hold on a second. Hey, is this the guy that just won the contest?
Nope.
No, this is not. Who's this?
This is Jeff from Maine.
Oh, Jeff from Maine.
I was just wondering if you realize you told the pig farmer story earlier. That was one of the main plot points, and that's one of our favorite movies. Snatch.
I don't even get... I'm not understanding a word this guy's saying. I'm sorry.
In the movie Snatch, one of the main plot points was a guy grinding up people and putting them in meat, I guess.
Okay, thanks.
How many people saw the movie Snatch?
Critics loved it.
And then the guy just hangs up. I don't know about the guy that won the contest. I don't know what happened to him either.
In a world where owning a radio was strictly forbidden, one man found a way to bring good news to his people.
Buzz.
Me.
He made it up.
I'd hate to think he's one of those people that calls from Sacramento and feels the need to lie about it.
Yeah, well, we get that all the time.
Because there are people who do that. People say, hey, I'm from Northern California. Or they'll say,
I'm not from Sacramento. I'm from Modesto.
They'll say Bay Area. We get Bay Area a lot. And then when we fill out the prize forms, it's area code 916.
And you get somebody says, I'm not from Sacramento. I'm from Stockton.
Yeah. What did you... Now, it's abbreviated, truncated today.
Right.
So we're going right to the news in the comments.
You
Buzz, what is the news in the comments today? What's your lead?
Today, the latest highway hazard, X-rated videos.
Yeah. Right on, you
Stay
bet.
tuned for news and comments.
Let me ask
coming
you,
up
Mike.
on the Don and Mike Show.
X-rated videos available?
You bet.
Thanks. Look Around Cafe.
That was very
Professional.
This is the Don and Mike Show.
What's the word from Planet Crackpot?
The Don and Mike Show.
What's the word from Planet Crackpot?
right.
Their comedy is partly shtick. Don and Mike.
All right, it's time for Buzz now. And no, there's nothing wrong. You've not stepped into a time warp. We're doing like half a show today so we can get our flight to Vegas to broadcast tomorrow with HBO. So we're going to Buzz now with the news. Buzz brought to you by Verimax Sexual Performance Enhancer.
Someone call for a doctor?
Doctor developed, clinically tested. Verimax works. Get it at Rite Aid, GNC, other select retailers. Try it today. Verimax. Once you try VMAX. Buzz?
Yes.
We were talking here. I know tomorrow we'll be live in Las Vegas at the Mandalay Bay Hotel for the HBO fight this weekend.
Right.
Have you ever been to Las Vegas?
I don't believe I ever have. At least, not for any period of time. I think I've passed through it.
You ever been in a casino?
Oh, yeah. We've been to Reno a couple of times, right? And I've been to Atlantic City on my own.
There you go.
Have we ever sat down with Buzz, though, at a table?
Have we gambled with you?
Not really. I'm not a big fan of gambling.
Yeah, so we're going to make you do it. We're going to make you do it.
That's what I look forward to.
Well, look at you don't have to deal the cards.
Right.
So there's no problem with your hand
No
shaking.
fumbling, no.
And 21 is easy, right? Blackjack?
Sure.
There's some confidence. Sure.
I think that it might be a little hard to do this weekend, but we'll have to scope out a table where the four of us maybe sit down.
Bring all your quarters, Buzz.
Okay, I've got my Tupperware container.
Every time we play poker, Buzz comes with a big Tupperware container of nickels, dimes, and quarters.
And that's what he'll bring down to the casino floor.
I'm ready.
All right, here he is, Buzz.
Makes the suitcase heavy.
How's that?
I'm all shook up.
Did we shake you up with the whole gambling thing?
Yeah, just a little bit.
Okay.
Yeah.
Sorry, spotlight on Buzz there. Didn't mean it, Buzz.
You're going to have to catch me for
Just a throwaway.
I understand.
Just thinking about the trip.
Do you not like on the degree of not like? You don't like it, or you hate it?
When I expend money, I like to take something home for it. And with gambling, sometimes most of the time, in fact, you just spend the money and go home with empty pockets.
Yes, Buzz. Most times the house beats you until you have the perfect hand.
Yeah.
As George Clooney said. We're going to find out this weekend. We're going to find out the odds this weekend, by
Every
God.
now and then, the gods smile on you, and when that happens, it makes all the money you've lost worthwhile.
Yeah, if it happens.
And I know I think I speak for myself on that.
Come on, go gambling with us and have fun.
Okay.
We're in Las Vegas. We have to do Las Vegas-style gambling.
I guess that is the point.
Gambling!
Hi, Donna Mike.
Hi, Buzz. Wow. Hi,
You're really upset
Buzz.
about it.
No, I'm really not. I'm not a big fan of gambling. I'm not good at it.
I tell you what, you don't have to go. You don't have to go.
No, I want to go to Vegas.
You don't have to. No, of course you can go to Las Vegas. You don't have to go gambling with us.
I got a way we can make them enjoy the gambling.
How? How's that?
Get them bombed.
Well, that might work.
Knock a couple of martinis into them.
That's true. Well, I don't want it to be like date rape. You know what I mean?
Yeah, you don't want to just totally force him and then like he's... we wake up the next morning. Well, what did I do?
Yeah,
I'm down $80,000. Where did it all go? Well, we got you to call Marcia and send that second mortgage.
Yeah, we gave him the Sebastian Janikowski date rape drug, and then he wakes up the next day, and we've impregnated him.
You know what you do in Vegas, Buzz?
What do you do in Vegas?
You bet.
Thanks. Look Around Cafe.
And besides, what could go wrong when you combine drinking and gambling? Nothing increases your odds more than
The only thing that would make that a better payout is if at the end of the night we all got into a car and drove after drinking and gambling all
Sure.
night. That's the only way to ensure
with guns.
With
guns
and fireworks.
Yeah.
Let's go to the bottom of the canyon
and snakes.
And a shovel.
We need to let off some steam.
I
don't
know
we?
what you're saying with that too, with the shovel.
That's right. Well,
a lot of holes in the desert.
Let's go in this car. There's lots of broken glass in it.
If I lose all my money, I'll want you to put me there.
Okay.
Buzz, you won't lose all your money.
All right.
Come on, you'll have fun.
I know I will.
Okay.
All right.
All right.
The more cars on the road with video screens, the more pornography there is to be seen. Remember, or look it up, pornography is what drove the development of photography and a lot of today's entertainment technology, especially video. And now, some people are putting it in their cars, and other motorists are complaining.
How about those people doing that? You know, I've been behind, like, one of those mom's minivans.
Right.
At night, you see.
Like Nemo, Finding Nemo.
You can see the screens very vividly.
Yeah. I've never seen any porno. I've always seen,
seen anything but kids programs.
Disney movies.
Well, one lady says she thought she'd wait till her 4-year-old daughter was 8 or 9 to tell her about sex, until they saw what was playing in the SUV next to them outside Chicago. The 26-year-old mom says, just like there are no windows in a strip club, you shouldn't be able to see inside a car when they're watching X-rated movies.
Oh, God.
Okay, well, now we're back.
Oh, man.
Now we're back to, again, this will have to be voted on by Senate and the Congress.
Yeah, that's the hearing.
If you have a DVD and you're going to play a movie that's not G-rated, and as we found out yesterday, make sure there's no smoking in the movie.
Right.
Maybe you're going to have to extra tint your windows.
Exactly. That's the solution.
You're going to have to get that, like, scary gangster tint on your windows.
Apparently, that's what everyone wants. Now, in one case, the porn was playing on a 13-inch plasma screen inside a car.
Yeah.
A driver in Schenectady, New York, got to see a little work of art called Chocolate Foam. That driver called a cop who says anyone on the street could have seen it. If he had dark windows, that wouldn't be a public display.
I'm sorry. We're going insane. We're really going insane. Call the cop.
Yes.
Call the cop.
And
you know, when people are getting carjacked, when people are getting... And you call the cop because there's a dirty movie playing in the
Hello, I'm a star of a movie. My name is Bobby Bonet. You spell my name B-O-N-E-R. Bobby Bonet. What was the name of that movie there, Buzz?
Chocolate Foam you were in, Bobby.
That is my movie. I'm Bobby Bonet. Hello.
But it is a public display, and now state and local governments are moving to outlaw it where it isn't already illegal. In those places, driving or parked, you can go to jail. The legal loophole so far, intent, saying you didn't mean for anyone else to see it.
Good.
Well, I would assume, really...
Good.
Well, maybe they're, I don't know.
Good.
You can go insane talking about this.
You could. It appears the Michael Jackson case is going to a grand jury. One's been convened in Santa Barbara, and believe it or not, this could actually speed up the process. In this case, a grand jury would look at the prosecution's evidence to decide if the case should go forward. That means finding out how credible Jackson's young accuser is as a witness.
You know, Buzz, it means, here's what, and I know you don't have the answer when you say speeding up. I've heard reports that if it all plays out, he won't even go to trial. They wouldn't even select a jury maybe until summertime, and it wouldn't go to court until like November or December of this year.
Justice moves slowly.
So when you, unless you're a DJ, so when you say speeding up, what do you think? By summertime?
Yeah, very possibly, depending on, or the case could get shot down entirely, depending on what happens inside these closed doors of the grand jury room. And that's where it will take place, doors closed to the press and the public.
Is there any date at all when they want to be starting something?
As Don said, the judge has insisted, because the judge believes in swift justice, has insisted that the trial start this year, meaning specifically November or December.
Right, so come on, get a move on. Shake your body down to the ground.
Another judge has ruled that photos of R. Kelly having sex with...
Hey, and anybody that's not involved in this trial... Beat it!
A judge has ruled the photos of R. Kelly having sex with an underage girl cannot be used as evidence against him. The judge says the cops got the pictures illegally, snagging them during a drug search. The warrant didn't say anything about photographs. The digital camera was wrapped inside a towel, inside a gym bag.
Oh, don't forget, it's our chance to finally play PYT. Be a good remake for R. Kelly.
All this means Florida authorities may have to drop their dozen child porn charges.
Where did you come from, baby?
But Robert Sylvester Kelly still faces these same charges in Chicago.
He has a cartoon character's name.
Yes, he does.
Robert with Sylvester Kelly?
That's it.
Sylvester! Yes, sirree!
Yeah, PYT. Pretty Young Things. Pretty young things, repeat after me. Drink your Jesus juice. And then come in the room with me.
Man, oh man.
Yeah. Hey, and remember that story about the fake $1 million bill at Kmart?
Well, yes, that was in Southern Virginia.
You seen a picture of her? I saw a picture of her on the internet.
She's a good-looking lady.
Well, good-looking and intelligent.
Good-looking. You're right, she's the whole package, Mike.
Maybe smarter than we think. The woman says she wasn't trying to fool anyone. She says she thought the bill was real. Speaking from jail, the lovely Alice Pike of Atlanta says it was all just a ridiculous misunderstanding.
Good heavens, no.
She says she didn't know they don't make real $1 million bills. She tells the Associated Press, and I quote, "You can't keep up with the U.S. Treasury."
She said that?
She did. That's a quote from her.
She's been in a lawyer's office.
Yeah.
Bear in mind, ladies and gentlemen.
But listen, she's lovely. She's lovely, and I think right there, you cut her some slack.
That's right.
All right, she went to the Walmart, she bought $1,600 worth of stuff.
I would have spent that $1 million bill on a perm.
She tried to buy some stuff with a $1 million bill, but look at her, Mike.
Yeah.
You know, it's like saying to a supermodel, you know, you can't punish a supermodel.
No, I mean, because maybe you're a little dim-witted, but you're so beautiful.
So beautiful.
You know, it's so tempting because $1 million buys a lot of nair.
It does. You know, and she needs a little.
And, you know, let me just say one more thing. I know we have a rule now on the show. We're not terribly graphic. But I want to say something. When you're kissing a woman, and when you're really kissing, when you're soul kissing a woman, frankly, I think a woman that has less than 32 teeth is more sexual.
Oh, absolutely.
And again,
it's a challenge.
When we're talking about this, the $1 million lady, I would estimate, based on the beautiful photos I saw, that perhaps she's still got 28 in her mouth.
At least. Oh, so, come on now. I'm thinking 11.
Well, now, Mike, come on. See, this is why you're the funny man.
Yeah.
See, 11 is the funny joke. 28's the real number.
28's the real number.
And I think maybe 26.
Right.
And now that, you know what that is? Again, without being graphic, fellas, that's a challenge.
I'll give you 24 with maybe losing one or two a day.
I don't think they're coming out that fast, but I bet she's got some rotten ones in there.
A mouth, like an obstacle course for your tongue.
Beautiful, though. Beautiful woman.
She says she didn't know, but bear in mind, ladies and gentlemen of my counterfeit jury, she handed the cashier this $1 million bill after the cashier had rejected her mostly worthless gift cards. the bitter...
But still, why are we piling on this woman? Is it because she's so lovely?
That's it.
Because everybody
for her beauty.
Yes, people like to knock down the gorgeous.
Right? Yes. First it's Elle Macpherson, then it's Tyra Banks, now it's what's this woman's name?
Alice.
Alice. Go ask Alice.
Go ask Alice.
Alice Pike of Atlanta.
Alice Pike.
How do the rest of the Pikes feel about it?
The bitter cat-fighty divorce of Liza Minnelli and David Guest will not be televised.
Oh.
It almost was. The people who make Celebrity Justice had worked up a reality show in which Liza and David would have to live with a settlement from the viewers. You can blame the wimpy David Guest for this not happening. In much the same way he destroyed Liza's VH1 show, he's now killed what we believe would have been your best possible entertainment choice. And now David's lawyer says his client put the kibosh on the reality show. Guest did go on Dateline last month to talk about how Liza beat, punched, and smacked him, which she denied.
I was watching something with about two things about Dateline. First, Katie Couric, and she's made noise about this the last couple of years, that, you know, she's tired of the Today Show, and she wants to be Oprah. So what they're doing now on NBC is they're giving her TV shows. Like, who's going to watch this? On Friday, it's 2 hours, at least the way I saw the commercial, with her and Ben Affleck.
Yee.
Now, once you get past, did you dump her, did she dump you, what's happening? I mean, what are you going to spend for 2 hours say, wow, how's Matt Damon doing?
Did you see the trailer for the most recent Ben Affleck Suckfest?
Jersey Girl?
Oh, my God.
And I want to like it because it's a Kevin Smith project, but I feel bad that I've even seen Kevin Smith on TV distancing himself from this. So this is one thing.
Kevin Smith your Dogma guy?
Yeah. He is.
No, this isn't a Dogma.
It's his project.
Too bad.
Not only is Katie Couric doing this, but and again, I find I'm going to watch it. Or I'm not, because we're going to be on the airplane tonight. I guess I'll TiVo it. But they are, or maybe it's Sunday night. Whenever it is, Dateline is running the second half of the Princess Diana tapes, both audio and video. And while I found them disturbing, when I saw the ad again, I thought, I'll watch Dateline.
Sure.
Because they're running clips now from the audio where you see it transcribed on the screen where, who's the ugly lady that got involved with the ugly man? Prince Charles.
Oh, Camilla Parker Bowles.
Camilla. Apparently, Diana's talking to her, and she's remembering the conversation into her video diary, or audio diary, and she says, and she said to me, "You can have any man in the world." And I said, "I simply want my husband."
Yeah,
and it makes you feel bad. Like,
it makes you feel horrible for her.
Think about Diana's kids. The one of them, which one of them is so screwed up they sent him to Africa to do like a home.
Might be Harry.
Homes for humanity, Habitat for Humanity thing. Because he's Harry. I think.
Well, Harry's the younger one.
Because he's out of control, and they're saying part of the reason that he's out of control now is that he's hearing his mom's voice on TV and seeing his mom's voice on the radio.
Right.
So the royal family, and come on, royal family, that's happening. What they've decided to do is take him and give him like a PR makeover. So they've said, because remember, Diana used to go to all those foreign countries like landmines and they'd save the whales, and junk like that. So he's over there doing one of those missions right now. But it's only because he was getting drunk and getting high and partying. And then I read he was only doing it. They said, "Why are you doing it?" He said, "I turn on the telly, and there's my mummy."
No matter how much money and fame you have in that situation, it's got to be very difficult. I mean, look what he went through with his mom.
But even Prince Harry didn't break down like A.J. Soprano did.
Mommy. I wish we had that.
Mommy. I mean, when her car hit that pole, I guarantee he wasn't like A.J. Soprano with that bear. Mommy. But we have to do this so we can come back with another break. What is next?
Among the stories coming up, the story of an orgy we won't be seeing on TV after all.
Oh, too bad.
Oh, no.
Too bad. Is this FCC related?
Yeah, actually it is.
Hey, fantastic.
Must have been in a car.
This is the Don and Mike Show.
This is the sound of a name brand tire from Merchant's Tire. This is the sound of a name brand tire from any other tire store. Price is just one difference. At Merchant's Tire, tires cost less. If they don't, they're free. Right now at Merchant's Tire, you'll buy Uniroyals from only $19. BF Goodrich from just $29. Michelin's from a low $39. And 40,000-mile economy radios from only $9.99. Right now at Merchant's Tire, an oil change and filter is just $12.99. 60-month Exide NASCAR batteries, a mere $39.99. Brake jobs, only $59.99. Merchant's Tire even wants to rotate your tires for free.
Stop yelling.
No purchase necessary. Merchant's Tire.
Stop yelling.
Your tires for less, or they're free.
Are you mad at me?
Sale price is good through Sunday at 5.
Right. Please. For gosh sake. You're screaming at me. You're hurting me.
No need for that much yelling.
If I may, I'd like to share a few off-the-cuff remarks about my favorite wireless company.
Singular Wireless. Singular is my favorite too, Don. I love Singular because only Singular has rollover.
I just realized what I've done. I have just totally whored myself. I didn't even realize. You bastard, you're the pimp that did it. Yep. You wrote that. A few off-the-cuff remarks about my favorite wireless company. There you go. You wanted it. There's the endorsement, Singular. Now let's see those phones fly off the shelves now that I've endorsed it. That's all they really want. They want us to say we love it and that it's great.
Check it out at www.singular.com. It's fantastic. I love it. 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 I love it.
You never pay roaming or long distance. One or 2 year contract required. So why wait? Do what people have done. See the people at Singular or visit them online. Rob, you're a bastard with this copy. Or go to www.singular.com for phones. Explain this in a second.
WKFK. This is the Don and Mike Show.
Gosh, I hate to interrupt. It's all been so incredibly fascinating and entertaining and instructive. Really, the time has just flown by.
The Don and Mike Show. They wear a lot of hats while they sit on the fence making a commitment. Don and Mike.
And, Rob, you're a bastard.
Wow.
Be a dear and be a bastard. Let me just explain to you. For those of you that listen to us on WJFK, you hear us do live commercials every day. Right. We do commercials for a lot of our markets, but we do really, really live ones for Washington, D.C. And one of our best clients is Singular Wireless.
Right.
Yes. And all that they've ever asked is that Mike or I endorse the product.
And, of course, I did immediately.
Right. And
you were a little tougher.
And I said, I don't mind reading the commercial, but I have a problem endorsing something that, I have another phone.
You're on a slippery slope, Mr. Spicoli.
I have another phone service, and I know they don't want me to say that because I know a lot of people that like Singular. I bought it for my son and my wife. There you go.
Yeah, you did.
I did.
Yeah.
So, but they still want us to say that we love it and it's our favorite. Mm-hmm. And I just kind of dug my heels in because that's what I do. I dig my heels. And I understand the whole talk about the FCC. Mm-hmm. I understand why I am a conundrum to some of you. That on one hand I'll say I'm okay with the changes that they've made us do, and I actually like it better. Mm-hmm. But on the other hand, I'm mad. And the reason I'm mad is that they're telling us what to do.
That's right.
Even if
you don't like to be told what to do.
Even if it's what I want to do, the fact that they're telling me to do it makes me not want to do it.
Understood.
Okay? So, Singular. They don't really care what's in the commercials. They just want us saying that we love the product.
And I do.
And I've been very, very careful about this. And Mike's been the one that has bitten the bullet and said that you...
Well, I love him.
That you, and I know you do.
I really do.
And I don't... Let me just say, love is a strong word.
Well, I like them a lot.
I like them.
I like them about as much as I like anything.
And anyway, Rob, when he writes the copy here, and he changes it every day, and it's partly my fault. I don't pre-read it. The first line of my copy is, if I may, I'd like to share a few off-the-cuff remarks about my favorite wireless company, Singular Wireless. You see what you made me do? You just made me hit you with this piece of paper.
Don't hit him.
I have to hit him. He wrote it. He did it. He did it. And now, as I said when we were local, I'll say it on the network, now watch those phones fly off the shelves. Now that both you and I...
Now that we're both on board.
Have personally endorsed them.
Anything you'd like to add, Buzz?
I love them.
Yeah, that's my favorite. I love rolling.
I'm wearing it now.
Oh, man. And there's nothing more powerful than a Don Geronimo endorsement.
That's right.
And that's why people clamor for it. And that's why he is not quick to give it up.
That's right. You don't want to give that out easily.
I'm still lobbying. You bet.
Mike, I'm all for the Look Around Cafe.
I know you are.
I'm all for it.
Thanks. Look Around Cafe.
Just wish you would serve pizza. Yeah, I like pizza.
I know you do.
I like pizza. I like rabbit pizza. Buzz, what's next?
Well, there was peace throughout the land once Viacom and the Dish Network announced they have kissed and made up.
Oh, big.
Oh, so the crisis was averted.
Yes.
So people actually had to go 12 to 24 hours without their favorite CBS programs?
Worrying, yes.
Where'd they hold the big greed summit?
Our long national nightmare is over. The two giant corporations have signed a long-term deal to play nice, and that means Dish subscribers will still get their CBS, UPN, MTV, VH1, Nick, Comedy Central, and BET, along with several other channels. It couldn't have been too bad a deal for CBS since the network also got Dish to pick up a new Nickelodeon cartoon channel called Nicktoons.
Nicktoons!
And the corporations lived happily ever after.
Nicktoons!
Hello, is this Mike's Look Around Cafe?
Hi, yeah, how are you?
I'll take an O'Mara Supreme Pizza with extra hooker sausage.
We do not serve pizza, sir.
Thanks.
And,
Look Around Cafe.
If you want any meat product, it will have to be rabbit.
You don't serve human?
No.
They do it. They do in Canada.
I understand that, but we are not allowed to serve human here.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. Would you like a nice rabbit?
I'm not into rabbits.
Or as our servers all say, rabbit.
You tell me something?
Yes.
Where's Goldie's restaurant?
All right, you. That's an extra drink for me tonight.
A former contestant on Donald Trump's Apprentice says she was the victim of a racial slur.
Uh-oh.
The outspoken Ms. Omarosa Stallworth says a fellow contestant dropped the N-bomb during the taping and that it was edited out. Stallworth says no one had ever called her that before. She tells The View's Star Jones it started with the use of the phrase "the pot calling the kettle black."
Now, is this the hot girl?
I don't watch it.
Who was just voted off last week?
I believe so. Omarosa Stallworth.
Yeah, right. She's black. She's hot.
She's made this allegation. NBC denies that any of this happened. In other Donald news, by the way, he'll be hosting Saturday Night Live on April 3rd.
You know, part of the problem with these reality shows is, listen, I love stereotyping more than anybody probably will, with the exception of, hi dear.
Hi, Doc.
But the reality shows, they do have the stereotype. They've got the gay guy.
Yeah.
They've got the old guy, the professor type guy, and they all have either a radical black man or the sister with an attitude. All of the reality shows, even on Survivor, on the tribe that wears the red, I don't remember which tribe is which, but there's one of these girls, and whenever she gets mad at somebody, she always does the uptight sister thing. She does that thing with her hair, and she, well, you just better watch out, girlfriend. That is a stereotype which also existed on the show The Apprentice, because I saw this woman who is beautiful.
She's hot.
Well-spoken, nice body.
Well-spoken, you sound like my mother.
Very well, Mike.
And
that's
so well-spoken.
Well, Mike, don't you know that's what you say about black people? That's
I thought that's a 35-year-old
standard.
She's very well-spoken.
And you hear that now in most nursing homes.
And I didn't find her to be annoying at all. However, I did notice in one scene that I saw, and I've not seen the show a lot, she did the standard reality show, uptight black woman thing, where she just went, oh, now, girl. She does her head a little bit, and the finger, so her head's going left to right, and her finger's going left to right. It's just that bit of sass that you always have from a black woman on the reality show. Don't you ever talk to me like that. Don't you ever talk to me. That's part of the stereotype. Here's another stereotype on those shows. There's a white stereotype on the show. How you doing?
Yeah. Have to have one of those.
I'm so stupid. I'm sitting here in a room with Donald Trump. Golly, this is great. I like to eat a booger right now, but no, don't delete that out. Come on. I like to eat something come out of my nose, but I'm sitting here with the Donald. You've got that. You've got one of those on every show. You've got the upside, and then you've got the gay guy, and then you've got the good-looking guy who is like Ryan Seacrest, the metrosexual, that you're really not sure if he's gay or if he's straight.
That's what makes them all so fascinating.
And I'm hook, line, and sinker. When I was watching American Idol last night, that show Swans. Now listen, I know they got a
now.
Show.
What is that? You're ahead of it. I'm not.
There is a show called
Swans.
Let me just set this up. There is a show called Extreme Makeover.
Okay. I know that
you've seen this, where less than beautiful women go in and have stuff done to them.
Right. I mean, plastic surgery, the whole 9 yards.
Yeah, but this is Fox. So I've only seen one ad. It was last night. Some very, very fuggly women.
And is it like the ugly duckling syndrome, and then they turn them into swans?
Yes, it is. And like everything on Fox, the idea is great. Now, if they can pull it off and make it happen,
usually on all of those shows that involve makeovers of any kind, I think it demonstrates unbelievably.
But Swans,
the limitations of plastic surgery.
It looked to be like maybe 16 contestants, and I would say 15 of them have spent a $1 million bill.
Yeah, they are.
So we're going to turn it into swans.
Yeah, and it's not like the Extreme Makeover. At least not Extreme Makeovers. It's women like housefrau, soccer moms with bags under their eyes.
I saw a woman that they transformed on that Extreme Makeover. That was it's the only time I've ever really been blown away. They transformed this woman.
But even in the beginning of those shows, when those women are at their most vulnerable, their worst, they're all right. You know what I mean?
Yeah, they're not bad. Except that sometimes there was one with some teeth.
But you should have seen these women last. The first time I saw the ad. First time I saw it, he had Dennis Murphy teeth. Swans. That's the name of the show. Coming soon to Fox.
It's just like another variation of the makeover show, right?
Yeah, except the women are so
ugly,
so much uglier.
Right. I understand in one episode they cut a woman's head completely off.
Wow.
And replace it with a new improved head.
Whatever it takes.
You know?
I would watch that.
They keep the brain, keep the eyes, stuff like that.
You're saying that as a joke, but I'm saying I'd watch that.
All right.
I'd watch that. Put that on. And I like that as much as Critter Cam. I was watching some Critter Cam last night.
Critter Cam where they put the camera on the shark?
National Geographic. Last night they had a shark around a tiger's neck.
Oh.
So you got to follow a tiger around the jungle.
Camera around a tiger's neck?
What did I say?
You said a shark around a tiger's neck.
Well, that's cool.
I'd pay to see that.
Well, that's exactly what I'm just going to quit right there.
Unless this tiger can get back into the water, that shark has 30 seconds to live.
If I said that, thank you. My time is up.
Here's a tease of the orgy story tomorrow. Finally.
Oh, no, go ahead with the orgy story.
Are you sure we have time?
Yeah.
Okay. This Janet Jackson thing.
Are you kidding, Buzz? What is time? Time's relative.
I guess it means we won't get to see much of the orgy scene in an upcoming edition of America's Top Model, thanks to Janet Jackson. UPN had really been looking forward to this, promoting it like crazy, and now it's been nixed. Quoting the New York Post, the group grope happened late one night in Italy, where 4 of the models were working on the show. The contestants invited 4 young men for a party, and nature apparently took its course.
Right.
Quoting a source on the show, next week's episode contains material UPN felt was inappropriate. They asked the producers to edit it. The source says the order to make the cuts came very recently. Quoting host Tyra Banks on an appearance with Conan O'Brien, my girls were doing the nasty.
Yeah, we couldn't put that on TV.
No.
Couldn't put that on YouTube.
People don't do that.
Right.
And finally,
people don't have sex. People don't cuss.
From our Where Are They Now department, 57-year-old British scientist Paul Attiger has just landed a job teaching at a university. He got the job even after trying to poison his wife so he could run off with his young girlfriend. He got the job even though he poisoned 8 other people in the process when he injected atropine into bottles of tonic water on a supermarket shelf.
Wait, now I'm listening.
Paul's new job at the university? Teaching ethics. University officials say they were impressed with his credentials. I'm Spurbank on the Don and Mike Show.
So wait a minute.
Yeah, what?
The guy killed his wife.
Tried to kill her. Right.
Tried to kill 8 other people.
No, accidentally accidentally poisoned 8 other people.
Oh.
Right.
Oh, I thought I had a chance. Never mind. Oh, hold on. Rob, what are you doing here? Hey, where's the We're Out of Time stuff?
I didn't know you wanted to do that.
For God's sakes. I'll be so glad we get a producer. Poor Rob is trying to be the producer.
He's doing a fine job.
And I love him.
Rob's slapping it all together.
We're all very excited about the trip.
Wearing a couple of hats now.
Be a dear, Rob, and just go back to doing what you do.
Because I did such a good job the last time I produced.
Yeah, right. So don't be the producer. Just be you. There you go. Take your time.
Okay, are you ready?
I'm ready. Settle down those hands. You got a case in the shake.
Hey, Rob?
Yeah.
How about 2 instead of 1?
Maybe 3.
There you go.
Drinks?
Yep.
That what you're talking about?
Gonna join us?
Of course I am.
Attaboy.
That's it. We got to go. Mike, just let me see. Let me say. Godspeed, Mike O'Mara.
Godspeed.
Just in case the plane crashes.
Yeah, always with you with that.
We'll be live tomorrow from Mandalay Bay in Las Vegas. Good day to you, sir.
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 Come on, we'll have a fantastic time in Vegas, baby.
You bet.
And you. As Billy Joel said, I love you just the way you are.
Thank you.
So stop trying to do so much work, would you please? Okay.
Now, you say the thing first tonight. That's the way we're doing it now.
All my very best. So long.
Thanks. Look Around Cafe.
And then the cart didn't go.
Oh, no.
Because why should this day be different than any other day?
That's right.
But no worries.
It wasn't cued.
No worries, because our engineer is at his samba lesson. Salsa, excuse me.
You want to take it from the top? Would that be a palate cleanser?
All my very best.
So long.
Again, Sammy Davis Jr. saying.
Wasn't queued up yet.
Came in the middle.
Be nice, and I hope that
It still wasn't queued up.
We're cutting into my time.
It's a very simple procedure. There are 3 tapes that you play at the end of the show.
That's right.
The tape with the door, the tape with Sammy Davis Jr.
Somebody's getting my seat.
Then the tape that says the John and Mike Show. Oh, you mean at the bar?
Yeah.
Okay. All my very best.
So long.
we meet again. This is Sammy Davis Jr. saying, be kind, be nice, and I hope the next performer has the pleasure of having as nice an audience as you've been tonight. And let me leave you swinging.
This is the Don and Mike Show.
Hey, be careful with that. That's the most powerful trank gun on the market. Huh. Got her in Mexico. Cool. Yeah, it is cool. They say it can puncture the skin of a rhino from a... Ow! Yes! That's awesome! What? You just took one in the jugular, man! Whoa! Yes! Is this bad? You should pull that out.
Wait. Pull what out? The dart, man. Got a dart in your neck. You're crazy, man. You're crazy. I like you. But you're crazy. I'm so tired.
The Don and Mike Show. Forget it, man, and get with the countdown. Shake this square world and blast off for Kicksville. Va, 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 darling. The Don and Mike Show.
Got into it about bills today a little bit.
It's that time of year. I think it's that time of year where the fun of the summer comes back to bite everyone a little bit.
Yeah, I definitely don't like being around when my wife is paying bills.
Yeah, I don't like... my wife does that in our household, too, and it's a very, very stressful thing when she brings me into the equation.
Well, see, I kind of figured out that Frida was doing it. She's on a computer, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I walk by and I see that the screen is that, we got that Quicken thing where you pay your bills on the computer. And I see that and immediately I went downstairs to hide.
You run.
So I'm down in the cave, with the TV turned up real loud. And it's about 2 hours later. Mm-hmm. And I figure she's got to be done with it, right? So I go upstairs because I'm looking for some relations.
Yeah, right.
Make no bones about it.
You are indeed.
And I wanted my marital obligations.
Right.
And I went upstairs, and she was still on the computer. Now, I couldn't tell that she was still paying the bills, right? So, because she had some kind of a blank screen, and she was, just typing stuff, right? So she's at the screen, and she's going right. She got on her leotard because she's been working out, right?
It's kind of an attractive come-hither outfit.
Right. So... I go up, and I start to move where I'm rubber back a little bit.
Right.
And I'm getting not a bit of response. I might as well be touching a wax dummy at this point because she's not giving me anything. As soon as I lifted up the straps, to pull the straps down over her shoulders, this is the move she gives me. Like this, both arms go up. The straps that had been, maybe an inch down, they snap back up, and she says... Take a look at how much our credit card bills are. And it's right away. You want to talk about ruining
the best of times to the worst of times in one move.
Ruining the beautiful moment. And then, then it's like when I'm a little kid, because I got to sit there and I got to look at everything.
And get lectured about everything?
Yeah. Like what you say, see this? Now, a lot of it is her spending also, right? Although we conveniently go past that.
Yeah, it's your fault. When the bills are too much, it is your out-of-control spending.
Right. So I said to her, listen... What's the problem? We will just have to stop spending so much money. Right? She says, it's not that easy. I said, well, the damage has already been done. Mm-hmm. Right? We've already spent this money. We already got the junk.
Nothing you can do about it.
Right. I should be married to you. You and I would have no problems about money.
Yeah, we'd be broke inside of a month.
We'd be broke living in a one-room apartment with a hot plate, but we'd have a great TV system.
Hey, Don, I'm home. Hey, listen, I bought a plane. Do you know anybody that knows how to fly?
It's really cool.
We're going, no, but look. I bought another TV.
Oh, man, that's bigger. The 80-incher? That's incredible. Where are you going to put it?
Oh, I moved your bed out in the hallway.
No problem.
See you on the plane.
Fantastic. Duh.
Yeah, that's a bitch, because then she wants to, lecture me about money and junk.
I get the same lectures. It's frustrating, but we do... There are many, many households where, men don't have the luxury of having... wives that have the skills, possess the skills to do that kind of work.
I have the skills. I
do too. My wife doesn't believe I do, but I do too. She doesn't realize that I was single for a long period of time and actually paid my own bills and had a very good credit rating.
All right, well, you got me beat there because my credit was always the worst, but I'm good at math.
You're much better at math.
Okay. But the problem is that, like, when I paid the bills, and a couple of years ago we went through this experiment.
Right.
Where, for whatever reason, she said, why don't you give it a try and see how tough it is to pay the bills? And I said, hey, all right, I'll handle this. Well, the problem is that, for instance, let's say we got a Visa bill in, okay? And let's say that maybe, I don't know, something was bought that maybe I didn't want my wife to know about, like an expensive box of cigars or something.
All right.
What I would do would be, or whatever the purchase, my wife, of course, she wants to keep our credit nice, she pays all the bills immediately.
Yeah.
I would always resort to my old habits of, first off, pay the minimum amount due, right? And then I would simply file the bill away to lose the evidence.
Sure.
Right? So this went on for about 3 months.
Then on the next bill, it'll be hidden away, and there won't be any record of it, and it'll simply be the number. It'll be worked in, and then no one will know. Well, it must have been several things.
Right. Well, that worked for about 2 months. And like everything, it ends up catching up with you.
Right.
And I came home from work one day, and there was a whole big pile of faxes. And I said, what fax? And she said, those are our charge card records. I called the credit card company today and requested copies of our last 5 bills.
Oh, no. So your file cabinet, your little trash file cabinet.
Right. And she said, I thought you'd been paying the bills. And I said, look, I've been paying them. She said, what? You paid $58. I said, that is the minimum payment.
Yeah, why give it all to him?
Right. That's what I said. How do you... I said to her, I swear to God, I said... Haven't you noticed the last 3 or 4 months, we've really been saving a lot of money, putting more money in the savings account? She said, yes, because you make the minimum payment on all of this crap when I normally pay all the bills.
So it's getting bigger and bigger, and your interest charge is getting bigger and bigger.
That's right, and I had to sit through that lecture also, that, listen, credit card companies charge us, 19, 20, 21%.
Yeah, and those credit cards, your average run-of-the-mill Visa, MasterCard credit cards that have the balance where you can pay a minimum, it sucks, because not only do you have that incredible interest rate after that, that initial offer that they all talk about.
6-month 1.9%, right?
Yeah, and then it goes up to, 600% interest, and then, you've got the minimum where you tap it out because you've got a certain amount of, money that you can spend on it. So, and it only hits you when you're on the road somewhere, like Los Angeles, when you get your hair cut, and, and you walk in, and then they say, I'm sorry, it's been declined. And
so, I had to sit through the whole election today. And then, it's so ridiculous. I'm 40 years old now, but I still have to sit down with Frida like she's my mommy. And I have to say, okay, I promise I will not spend all of our money. And I promise when I buy something, I will keep the receipt, because that's the killer. And the other thing that I always get in trouble for is I go to the machine, and if I need $30 on the way to work, or something, I'll stop. I'll get $30 out. You know what I do with that receipt? Over my shoulder, man. I toss it. Goodbye. I don't even wait for a garbage can. It's like it comes out of a little slot, and I go, goodbye.
Machine will take care of it.
Well, then I can't. Then my wife says, gee, I'm trying to balance our checkbook, and I can't figure out how come we're like $180 off. And meanwhile, I'm always ready to blame it on anybody else. Like, some rat bastard out there must have double charged us or sent a check through twice.
Why, those guys?
And then she does that trick where she calls the bank, and they say, oh, no, listen, your stupid husband keeps taking money out. That Frida says, where's the receipt?
The ATM is the worst thing that was ever invented for bad record keepers.
I always said the receipt is between 2 pillows.
I can't remember, seriously, the last time I actually touched a check. Like, actually touched a check. I do all of it through the automatic teller machine.
And now when you're at a store, doesn't it piss you off? It pisses me off when someone writes a check.
Yeah, because there's no need
in this day and age, right? First off, you could use your ATM card, or you could even use the card that, I don't know, the ads say that it's like a checking account. Right, where all you do is just swipe it through. And there's nothing that's more of a pain in the ass. You stand in the store, you're waiting to buy your stuff, and it's always a lady.
Right.
And she got to write the check, and then she got to pull out her big-ass purse and get out her wallet. She got 8,000...
With her coupons in it.
8,000 things in there, and then she got to, okay, hold on, here's it. And then, on top of it, they want like $15 back.
Yeah, for cash.
On top of it.
For incidentals, for that pack of gum when they're at the convenience store, so they need that extra.
Right. Checks suck.
There's only one thing worse than that, and there was a lady that I was in back of at the food store, and she was buying 3 dozen donuts. She was a teacher. I got this during... I know you're applauding the donuts, Rob. She was getting donuts for her fellow teachers, and she paid for the donuts in the express line with a baggie full of coins.
Oh!
And I seriously stood there. Laura and I were doing the dual shopping trip where I've got one kid and she's got the other kid.
Right.
And I was late because I was looking for a card for someone for a birthday. And I was late, and I got behind this lady, and she is counting out the coins for the 3 dozen donuts and having this lovely conversation with the checkout lady.
Technically, you could have busted her because 3 dozen donuts, she should not have been in the express lane, which is 9 items or less.
And she was doing something. It wasn't just that she was paying with the coinage. She was doing some kind of organization, poker game with the coins.
Right, probably because I've been in this. Everybody's been in this situation. You got someone who's like buying a bagel, and then they're buying an apple, and they go, okay, but you have to ring them up separately because I'm buying the bagel for Rob. Here's the $1 that Rob gave me, so that they can go back and give Rob his 17 cents, give Mike his 28 cents.
I didn't figure it out until now. That's exactly what she was doing.
Right.
She had separate stacks of coinage for each person.
All those people should be shocked.
Yes, all those donut-eating educators.
What, Rob?
When I worked at Safeway in college, there was old people, they'd come in with bags of pennies. And it got to be so common that when the old ladies would come through, they'd just shut the line off and let them start counting, and then we'd come back when they had like stacks and stacks
like
of pennies.
A full grocery purchase paid for with pennies?
$40, $45 worth of groceries.
Oh, my God.
With bags of pennies.
Oh, my God. Oh, that would be a
I missed that job.
Although I do have... Listen, let me end this little rave out with a happy note.
All right.
The guy in my Safeway, the guy that I told you, AJ...
The guy you like.
Right, the guy that had, like, the McGuire card and the Sammy Sosa card.
Right.
I was in the grocery store yesterday morning, right? And I'm waiting, and there's like 20 people in line at the express lane. And this guy, he's such a gem, man. Mm-hmm. He says, hey, come down here. He opens up a register for me.
There you go. Oh, man, you're living when you have a friend like that.
So I get down there, and I'm just buying my usual crap, salad stuff, boring stuff like that. And he says, hey, thanks for mentioning me on the show the other day. I got a lot of people asking me about those cards. I said, you're a very brave man to walk into a grocery store and show people these very valuable cards. And he says, I got a special one for you today. It was just about, got a Roger Maris card. 1961. I said to him, AJ, what, are you retarded? Put that away. People come into this store, people who have guns, who will take that card away from you.
Wow.
Right?
I don't know. I can't imagine what the value is of that card, but that's it. He's the same one that had the Mark McGuire Olympic card, right?
The Mark McGuire Olympic card,
right?
Mark McGuire rookie card, Sammy Sosa rookie card, and the Roger Maris 1961 card.
Hope the sun's still up when he's walking out to his car at the end of his day.
He's a brave man. Now, at least he did have them in the little pieces of plastic, the little plexiglass stuff, but he had them just like there in his Safeway apron, man.
Yeah, that doesn't help you from getting hit over the head. Hey, nice card. Thank you. Bye.
I think the Roger Maris thing, I think that was just something that he was just showing to his special customers.
There you go. The guys that he opens the register for.
The spatial customers. Go, hey, AJ. Hey, nice card. See you later.
Run!
I wouldn't put it beyond me. Oh, and listen, also, shout out, I know I've mentioned them before, but the people of the DMV.
Yes.
When I had to go in a couple of weeks ago to get my car retitled, I mentioned how easy it was. Mm-hmm. I can't believe I didn't remember to tell you this yesterday, that I went in yesterday and I had to get my driver's license.
Right.
They have made it so easy at the DMV. It's fantastic. I mean, I only had to wait like about a half hour. Mm-hmm. However, I just want to give you a couple of real great ways to cheat. If you ever wonder how come there's so many bad drivers, how come it's so easy to get a license in the United States?
Like Raymond's dad, right?
Well, yeah. First off, when you go to get your vision tested, the lady who's the teller is the one that gives you the vision test, right?
Yeah, then she got the machine right up next to her cash register.
Right, so the machine is here, to her left, to your right, and then she got a cash register. As I'm standing in line, and I'm waiting, I see that on top of the vision tester, there's a cheat sheet, and it says, red line, A, B, X, Y, Z, blue line, L, M, P, Q.
Right now in our listening audience, right. Marge, come over here. You want to hear this?
So, like, if you're standing there for 2 seconds, you could see all the answers.
And you can, like, memorize it real quick?
There were only 8 letters to a line, and there were 3 lines, so it was real easy to memorize.
Now, did you try to do that one instead of...
No, I could really see.
You really could. Okay.
I could really see.
Weren't they offering us some kind of, like, surgery on our eyes, like, a couple of days? Did I hear that right?
Yes.
Somebody was offering us...
There is a laser surgeon in Baltimore that wanted to not only give us that free surgery... And I would never let anybody operate on my eyes, man.
Oh, man, laser surgery.
Not only that, but they wanted to do it on the air because they heard Max get neutered on the air, that they thought it would be great radio.
Oh, super, yeah.
Yeah, right. Yeah, I'm going to let you put that laser in my eye.
Yeah.
Right.
Good night, Stevie Wonder. Good night, Jose Feliciano. Good show. Boy, that was great. It was live on the air. Oops, excuse me. I bumped into the wall.
Hi, everybody. It's Ray Charles. Yeah! This is Tom Dreesen. It's wild, man. Playing the blind game right now.
Tom Dreesen or Tom Sullivan?
I would go Dreesen, buddy. So you're going to take
Tom Dreesen?
Isn't that...
Tom Dreesen, stand-up comedian, opened for Frank Sinatra.
He's not blind?
He's got his sight.
Who's the guy? Then
Tom Sullivan is the guy that does the Callaway golf commercials.
Okay, then you're ahead of me, but I'll give you that one. Hold on. The blind guy from Sacramento that always calls our show.
All right. Helen Keller.
King of the blinds. I'm not even going to try like Venetian blinds, because listen, Helen Keller is the mother of all blinds.
The queen and deafs and mutes. Yes.
Mike, you're queen of the deafs. I mean, you're king of the deafs.
Yeah.
King of the mutes.
Thank you.
King of the blinds.
Thank you very much. I'm very proud. I couldn't be more proud.
All hail, King of the blinds. Oh, now they're all coming to me. Jeff Healey, that rock singer.
Oh, okay.
Remember he had that song, Angel Eyes? How funny that is that a blind guy had a song called Angel Eyes. Hello, Don and Mike Show.
Hey, this is Josh from South Carolina.
Ronnie Millsap.
Ronnie Millsap, another great one. He's another of your subjects, Mike.
Absolutely. Hello, hail.
Hey, I want to first of all say you guys are great.
Thank you.
I wanted to tell you guys, I heard you guys talking about the laser surgery.
Oh, yeah, the laser surgery, right.
I had a friend that got that done, and he said that night he's seen better already, but he said the next morning he woke up and he said it was looking like he was looking through a crystal. He said it was clear all the way, man.
So, I mean, it was great. I've heard nothing really but great stuff about that.
I'm positive that it works. I don't want anybody screwing with my eyes, man.
I just thought, especially on the air, the guy, it's kind of weird. It's one thing working on a dog. It's another thing working on a human being.
And my eyes, man.
Great show, guys. Listen, I wanted to do the... Whoa! Sorry about that. Well, that cornea is history.
Hello, Don and Mike Show.
Hey, Don. Hey, Mike.
Hi there.
Hey, Buzz.
Hi.
Hey, guys, I've been thinking about something.
What?
Why do they call it a...
This is Shecky calling this show.
Another one of the very deep thinkers on the Don and Mike Show.
Deep thoughts. Tamp in.
Hello, Don and Mike Show.
I know you don't know who I am.
This is an Arnold. I wonder if this is a TV icon boy doing Arnold. Is this Arnold?
No. My name is Julius.
Are you my twin brother?
No. My name is Sammy.
Your name is what?
My name is Dick.
Is this Mike the TV boy?
No.
No.
Is this another guy with a sampler?
My name is Julius, and I'm your twin brother.
Do you have David Letterman tapes?
No.
Is this the best you have, the Arnold tapes?
Yes.
What is your name again? I thought you were my twin brother.
No.
Not twin brother. You're somebody else then.
Yes.
Who are you?
I'm very pissed off.
Oh, why are you pissed off? There's a tough one.
I'm very proud of you.
You're very proud of me?
Yes.
Are you proud of Mike, or are you proud of me, or are you proud of both of us?
Yes. No. Yes.
Arthur! Oh, man. Is that Arthur? Sounded like it.
Let me hear that laugh again.
Oh, man.
Oh, that's Dave Letterman.
That was Letterman. The beginning sounded like Arthur.
Yeah.
Yeah, I gotta go.
Oh, this is TV
it
icon
is him.
boy.
It is him.
Hi, Dave.
All right, that was him. I hate his cat sound effect.
He picked up his game. You know, yesterday you told him to pick up his game, and he did it.
I'm your twin brother.
Yes.
Hello, Don and Mike Show. That guy cracked me up.
Truly, it's your twin brother.
Hello. Don and Mike.
Don and Mike.
Yeah.
What's going on, buddy?
Oh, crap, that guy makes me laugh. Hello.
Hello, Don and Mike.
Yes.
I want to talk to Don and Mike.
God damn it, for the last time, what do you want? You're talking to us.
This is Aaron spelling.
Okay, all right, listen, enough. Goodbye. Very nice.
After TV icon boy, it's always a letdown.
We will be right back.
This is the Don and Mike Show.
I used to rock and roll all night and party every day. Then it was every other day. Now I'm lucky if I can find half an hour a week in which to get funky. I've got to get out of this rut and back into the groove.
The Don and Mike Show. Please remember to wake them and feed them a cherry pie. Don Geronimo and Mike O'Mara.
Hey, question. A question for our Jewish friends listening to the show right now.
Holiday time, right?
Right? Now, I always get them mixed up. Tonight it's Yom Kippur, right?
Mm-hmm.
Starts tonight at sundown.
When we were out on the West Coast, it was, I believe, Rosh Hashanah.
Okay. Now, this may be a surprise to some of you. I am not a Jew.
You are not?
I am not a Jew, Mike.
Oh, I'm sorry. We're going to have to conclude this broadcast right now.
I have many questions about Yom Kippur. Now, you know what I should have asked? I had a mother on the phone today. Bart's going to a bar mitzvah this weekend, and I had to get directions. I should have asked her. This the one that's tonight, that starts at sundown.
This is the biggest, I think.
Right. This is where, if I'm not mistaken, you're not allowed to eat. You're not allowed to drink water or teas or coffees or Coca-Cola. You can't drink anything. You got to fast. You got to atone, right? You got to say you're sorry for all the crap. And this is the one that I'm not sure about. It's like an Amish thing where you can't use any modern conveniences.
Oh, really?
Where you can't use...
You have to be home by sundown.
Yes, where you can't use electricity.
Right.
So here's my question.
So no TV.
If you're of the Jewish faith, and now on the East Coast it's getting dark like at 7 o'clock at night.
Right.
What do you do at 7 o'clock? You have to leave your car on the side of the road and walk home?
My brother-in-law was with an Orthodox Jewish person who he worked with, and he was driving, and they had a meeting that was about 2 hours away from his house, and it was getting late, and he actually, you know something, this wasn't a holiday either. This was actually, I think, on a Friday night or some night where they had to get back before sundown.
Right.
He actually went into the emergency lane on the Tappan Zee Bridge, was driving with the wheels up on the unlevel pavement,
right,
driving along, and he finally dropped my brother-in-law off told my brother-in-law to call because they feel so strongly about that.
Right, because you're not allowed to use conveniences.
And it was something where he had to, and it was. I think
what's up with that?
It was actually even beyond Orthodox, where he called and said he's on his way. Where is he? And it was raining, and it was just. But it's an interesting story. I don't even think that was a holiday. I think that was actually just a regular Friday night. But I don't know enough to comment on it. But tonight, I think is the biggest holiday of the Jewish year. I believe. I could be wrong.
And you can't watch TV?
Well, I don't know.
You can't have anything to eat? What kind of a holiday is that, man?
Aren't there varying degrees? Though there are people that worship in different ways.
That's what I got to know. Where's Faye Weber when we need her? Hello, Don and Mike Show.
Hi, is this Don?
Yes, Don and Mike.
Hi. I wanted to clarify. I guess you had some questions about Yom Kippur.
Yes. Now, the fasting. That's a reality, right? You're not allowed to eat.
Exactly.
And is this the biggest holiday of the year?
Oh, it's big.
This is the big one, right?
Oh, it's big.
All right, what about drinking? What about even drinking water?
Was it Buzz that said it goes in degrees?
No, I just said that Buzz is not here.
Oh, okay.
Hi, I'm Mike. I do the show with Don, sir. How are you?
Hey, Mike.
Hi, how's it going?
Hi. I thought it was the Don show.
Yeah, okay.
I know Mike's always very flattered when someone mistakes him for Buzz Burbank.
Thank you so much. Okay, but you were saying
It goes in degrees, and people can be as religious as I guess they choose to be.
All right, well, what's the middle standard?
What's the regular practicing Jewish person do?
What about like TV and radio and electricity? And I even had someone during the break tell me that technically before sundown you could turn your lights on and you could have electricity and modern conveniences, but that you couldn't go to turn the light switch off once the sun went down.
Well, actually, the Orthodox are the most religious. That's every Friday night and Saturday to them. Every single Friday night and Saturday.
That's it. That's what I heard. Friday night and Saturday. But for Yom Kippur,
it's the same. It's the same, and some people do follow that. Some people don't.
What about you?
I watch TV and turn on lights, and I drive, but I fast. And
you fast?
I do fast.
No, but don't.
So you're a slacker Jew.
You got it.
Now, isn't it followed by a big feast?
Yes. Tomorrow night we break the fast.
Any gifts or anything like that?
No gifts.
No gifts.
No gifts.
Oh.
Could you use matches?
Could you use matches?
You know what I mean? If you can't use electricity and stuff, could you use matches?
I don't know the answer to that. I don't know.
Now, see, I think we need to speak to someone who's perhaps
a little more Jewish, maybe.
A better Jewish person.
Thank you. Hello, Don and Mike Show. Where's Al Goodman when you need him?
Alan Goodman, who I think bent every rule of the Jewish faith imaginable.
Alan Goodman, listen. I don't want to get him in trouble, but I just want to say, I was at Alan Goodman's house having a rather raucous party one Yom Kippur Eve about 12 years ago. Okay? And none of these rules were being watched.
Yeah, Alan wouldn't be the right guy to ask about it.
Hello, Don and Mike.
Don and Mike. Mike, hey, did you catch the Red Sox game? They spanked the Indians.
They did. 11-3 the final. Way to go.
On 2 home runs, baby. 7 RBIs.
Way to go, Mo. He tied the American League record.
Hello, Don and Mike Show. How will Mo Vaughn be celebrating Yom Kippur tonight?
He just makes sure that team plane gets or the team bus gets back to the hotel before sundown.
Team buggy. Hello, Don and Mike.
Hello.
Hi.
Hey, Radio Gods.
Hi there.
Hey, how y'all doing?
Are you going to answer our questions about Yom Kippur?
Sounds to me like any guy says, hey, how y'all doing is not necessarily of the Jewish faith. Hey, how y'all doing?
Where's that rabbi that we have on the show every Hanukkah that brings all the dreidels in and stuff like that?
Oh, it brings that good stuff to eat.
Except for those potato pancakes that one year.
Well, Rob likes them.
Oh, Rob ate them, man. For whatever reason, I was up at 4 o'clock in the morning.
Rob eats anything. Except custard. Because Robbie doesn't like custard.
Robbie doesn't like custard.
Hello, Don and Mike.
Hello?
Hello.
How are you?
Fine, thank you.
I'm going along agreeing with the guy that said on every Friday and Saturday night if you're Orthodox Jew.
But listen, what about for your mainstream Jews who are celebrating Yom Kippur tonight, who are going to be atoning, how much fasting, how much electricity, are you allowed to watch TV? Will you be able to listen to our whole show?
I personally do everything I would normally do every other day of the week.
See, I'd like to talk to an Orthodox Jew, somebody who could actually give us a little perspective. It's Orthodox, Reformed, and then something else, right?
My sister spent a weekend with a real rabbi, and
really, was he circumcised?
I don't know, but on a regular for an Orthodox Jew, they walked to their temple and.
Did they all speak as slowly as you're speaking?
Yes. One of the kids started crying and raised a fit and sat down on the ground, and they would not do anything until the child got up by himself because they could not get up. They could not help him because that was considered work.
Wacky, man.
Boy, it's interesting.
Wacky. Hello, Donna Mike Show.
Yes, hi.
Hi there.
My name is Jennifer. I'm calling from Baltimore.
Hi, Jennifer.
I can answer some of your questions about Yom Kippur.
Yeah,
okay.
Because, to be honest with you, those last couple of guys were slackers.
Yeah,
right?
okay. I mean, I'm not that good of a Jew, but I mean, I still can answer some of your questions.
All right, well, listen, you know what? Maybe we're finding out now that basically all the Jews, at least the Jews that listen to this show,
are slackers?
That they're all slackers.
Yeah, that could be true.
Yeah, pretty much.
Jennifer, will you be fasting?
Yes, actually, even though I'm pretty much non-practicing and I'm going to be working.
Non-practicing. I'm sorry that you fit into the slacker category.
And if you're going to be working, isn't that another thing that you shouldn't be doing? Shouldn't you be at home atoning for your sins?
Well, I'll be atoning for my sins at work.
Oh, see, no, you're not supposed to do that. You're not supposed to work after sundown, right?
Right. Yeah, you're not supposed to work after sundown. And also, with the eating thing, really nothing is supposed to pass your lips. So you're not supposed to brush your teeth. You're not supposed to take a sip of water. You're not supposed to chew gum. Nothing.
Really? I could never be a Jew. There was no way I could live up to that high standard. Listen, when you get past the electricity and the TV, you lost me already. It's like in Jerry Maguire. You had me at hello. That's what I'd say to the rabbi. You lost me on Yom Kippur.
How long between sundown and before you get to have the big feast?
Until the following sundown.
Oh,
So
wow. So you have to,
tonight
boy, that's
you can
pretty
have-
heavy duty.
Yeah, you can have a big dinner tonight, and then you go to sleep. You go to services all day tomorrow.
Can you during Yom Kippur? Listen, that's water.
That's probably considered work.
Probably considered work.
Yeah.
Now, you say,
I know with Monica Lewinsky it would be work. It would be overtime work.
you say you have a big dinner. Does the big dinner have to be consumed before sundown?
Yes.
Oh, all right. So there is a big dinner at the beginning.
Yes, and at the end there's an even bigger dinner.
Oh, well, see, well, then you get kind of a head start.
Yeah,
you can just stuff yourself.
Well, no, you think that would work. You think that if you ate the night before, that the whole next day, if you had a big dinner, you'd be fine. But
Not that food is my life, but like what is served? Is there a traditional feast for the big dinner?
well, yeah, like you'll have chicken and maybe potatoes, and they'll light candles, and they'll say a couple prayers, and you drink wine, and
Oh, you can drink too?
oh yeah, well,
Up until sundown.
right until
I mean,
sundown.
I just
Well,
have
listen.
a bottle.
Hey, yeah. Are there any Jews listening to the show right now who get super bombed until 6:59?
Right when the sun's going down. And if it's still hazy in the sky, if there's still light, I mean, can you still have that extra glass of wine?
What if you really wanted to watch the baseball game
I
tonight?
guess that's a technicality there. You sort of got to do how you feel.
Well, it's a good thing Yom Kippur didn't happen on a Monday night. What a choice that would be. Monday Night Football or your faith?
That would be very tough.
I'd say goodbye, God.
Right.
Hello, Tampa Bay.
And I bet it's not. I bet it's not degrees. I bet it's not a judgment call. I bet it's actually there somewhere. It's written where what sundown really is.
Yeah.
Bring me the book of Jewish rules, please.
Oh, I left it at home. I was reading
you left
it
it at home. Okay. All right. Hey, Jennifer, thank you.
Thank you.
And Jennifer had some interesting information, but I must point out, Jennifer also a slacker. So
Slacker Jews.
we haven't gotten the real non-slacker Jew to call the show yet.
And maybe that's because the person that would strictly adhere to those rules
Probably
would find this show terribly offensive. Right?
We don't know. I would think that we would have Orthodox Jews that listen to this show.
All right, listen, we'll find out. We'll be right back.
This is the Don and Mike Show.
Did I not clearly explain the circle of trust to you, Greg?
Yeah, I think I got it.
Then is there something you want to tell me?
I don't think so.
See, if I can't trust you, Greg, then I have no choice but to put you right back outside the circle. And once you're out, you're out. There's no coming back.
Well, I would definitely like to stay inside the circle.
Well, then tell me the truth.
Jack, I don't know what we're talking about.
All right, now look, Fopper. I'm a patient man. That's what 19 months in a Vietnamese prison camp will do to you. But I will be watching you, studying your every move. And if I find that you are trying to corrupt my firstborn child, I will bring you down, baby. I will bring you down to Chinatown.
The Don and Mike Show. Hold it, fellas. That don't move me. Let's get real gone for a change. It's the Don and Mike Show.
Happy Yom Kippur if you celebrate.
Yep.
We don't know about it.
We're trying to find out. We're trying desperately to find out.
Religion? Not really my bag, man. I used to be a Catholic.
Right.
Then I got kicked out because I got divorced.
Yep.
They do that to you if you get divorced.
A lot of rules in the Catholic faith.
I said to the Pope, I said, but Pope, look at her. Look at you. What a bitch she is. What a mistake I made. And he said, hey, that's it. You're out.
The law is the law. And you spent a lot of money on that flight to Rome.
So now I'm an Episcopalian, which is like Catholic light.
Yeah, it's JV Catholic is exactly what it is.
But there's hang-ups with that even, with being Episcopalian, you know.
Well,
it's got some drawbacks.
Well, it's an organized religion, and there are, I think, hang-ups with every organized religion.
And then you got your Protestants, got your Baptists, you got your Southern Baptists.
Well, you're a Protestant.
I'm Episcopalian.
That's a Protestant.
There's slight differences, Mike.
You're a Protestant.
I'm an Episcopalian.
That falls under the umbrella of the Protestant faith.
Well,
it does. It does.
Well, you know, religion is interpreted in many different ways.
That is, there are different denominations of the Protestant faith. The Episcopalian is a denomination of the Protestant faith.
I ain't no Protestant.
Yes, you are, Don.
Don't you call me those names.
You know, though,
Mike O'Mara, Catholic.
No, I'm out too.
Catholic. Like that's name calling.
Protestant,
Catholic,
Buddhist, Hindu,
Zen master. Well, listen, it's confusing as hell.
It is confusing.
All I know that, hey, Methodists, let's hear it for Methodists.
Methodists, yes, other Protestants.
All I know is that of all of the religions, it seems to me that Jewish people get the most free days off.
It always has seemed like that to us. It is really, there's always this time of year, which we have always felt is just a great time of year to have a day off.
Right, yeah, perfect.
And Hanukkah, you know, we get one Christmas.
Yeah, they get 7 Christmases.
8, isn't it?
8 days.
Yeah, and furthermore, I know a lot of families, a lot of Jewish families, that celebrate Hanukkah
and Christmas. Which is the ultimate bonus.
Wow.
Man.
How about that? Hey, could I just be Jewish for a day so we wouldn't have to come work tomorrow?
You know, conceivably, you could spend the year converting to the different faiths and have 1 year where you would get every religious holiday if you were able to, you know, pull it off.
Yeah, but it wouldn't be worth it if you really had to, like, do all the work and job.
No, it probably wouldn't. It'd be more work than it would be.
Hell, I could just lie and call in sick tomorrow, and I wouldn't have to worry about converting anything.
That'd be great, you know, if you wanted to try it for one until they caught up with you, you know. Excuse me, I'm taking a Rosh Hashanah and Yom Kippur off, and did I mention I will also not be here on Good Friday or
Easter Sunday? All right, we'll get these questions answered now. Hello, Don and Mike Show.
Hello.
Hello there.
How you doing?
All right, now, are you the lady on her way to Temple?
No, I was on the way to get the wine, and then I'm going to dinner.
Well,
and then tomorrow's Temple all day.
Wait,
I'm missing tonight.
You're going to dinner at home?
No, I'm being invited. My sister's house.
Oh, you're going to your sister's
house? Yes, all I
house?
have to do is bring the wine. She's making, you know, the lady said chicken. I mean, you can have brisket is usually traditional, you know, good roast beef.
Now, will you eat after the sun goes down?
Well, no.
I'll tell you, after that brisket comment, Rob's going to convert. Rob loves a good brisket.
Don, I was going to tell you, in order to be Jewish, I mean really Jewish, you've got to pass through the womb of a Jewish mother.
Well, I'm adopted, so listen, who knows? And I don't know who my real parents are, so who knows?
Okay, there you go.
I might be. Wouldn't that be a happy thought?
That would be wonderful. Can you imagine if you were able to find out? Now, what if you can't find out, and if you don't know, can you be... Now, what about people that wait a minute. What about people that convert?
What about people that convert?
Like Rod Carew or Sammy Davis Jr.
Right. They just take off for Yom Kippur. What they do. No, I mean, believe me, my sister-in-law married someone and he converted, and you know he's okay, but he's not
a real Jewish person.
Yeah.
And is that the way he is looked at among your fellow Jews?
That he's not a real Jew?
Don't even ask. Our wedding wasn't kosher enough. My mother-in-law was going to get rid of us. But...
So that is the way, I think, the Jewish faith, a very strong religion.
Yeah.
Hey, listen, though, there's lots of good stuff. You know one thing I love? I've been to quite a few Jewish weddings.
Oh, they're great.
I love it when you put the glass in the napkin, and then you stomp on it, and and the bride and the groom, they dance in a little tent and stuff like that.
Right.
I was actually in a Jewish wedding. My buddy Mike Krasny, I was in his wedding, and when the rabbi started going like that, Chuck, you know, my buddy Chuck, the program director, starts laughing. And as a matter of fact, their service was, I think, Episcopalian and Jewish.
No. See, you
look at that. No, not that.
You know,
blasphemy.
You always get cash as gifts. You never have to worry about a gift table or anything like that. It's always cash.
All right. So listen, just answer our questions. Here you go.
Yes, go ahead.
Will you be fasting tonight?
Yes.
Okay.
After I eat, yes.
Will you bathe? Will you brush your teeth? Yes or no? Yes or no?
Yes.
Yes, you will. Will you watch television?
Oh.
Limited. No.
Oh, you will.
No. You
Slacker. Slacker.
Added you. Hello, Don and Mike Show.
Shalom, my friend.
Hey, shalom. Oh, maybe we have a non-slacker finally.
How are you doing, Don and Mike?
Doing great, thank you.
What are your plans for this evening?
Oh, I'm leaving work here in about an hour and a half, and I'm going to the Hebrew Academy.
The Hebrew Academy?
That's correct.
Is that anything like Police Academy?
Not at all.
Hebrew Academy 4.
Academy.
Gutenberg and Goldthwait go wild in Hebrew Academy 4.
Hebrew national standards are higher than any government standards. Oh, they're almost as high as mine.
My goodness, you can find, in fact, Hebrew... Wait, what are you laughing at? Time, take two. You can find, say it with authority, you can find Hebrew national hot dogs at Walbaum's Market. Stock up now for barbecues and cookouts at Walbaum's. They'll do it.
This is George Michael, our friend the disc jockey.
Doing a little Hebrew National commercial.
All right, so listen, you're going to the Hebrew Academy.
That's correct.
Are you going to spend the night there tonight?
No, I'm not.
Then you'll be traveling after sundown.
That's correct.
You're not supposed to do that.
There's a lot of things you're not supposed to do. There's only 3 things you can do.
Okay, and what are those?
Clear that throat, first of all.
You can read, you can walk, and you can make love.
Wait a minute.
Really?
You can't read, or you can read?
No, you can read.
Those are the 3 things you can do. You can read,
walk,
and stand.
That's right.
Can you walk outside after sundown?
Yes.
So you will be walking home from the Hebrew Academy?
That's correct.
You will not be driving?
No, I will not.
And will you be long?
I don't know.
Can you every time during Yom Kippur?
No.
Mike, these are the questions that I, as a prospective Jew, need answered.
Well, see, in the Catholic faith, which I'm remembering now, that's not even allowed. That's taboo.
Turn on channel 402. Spice channel.
Spice. 401, isn't it?
Yeah. 402 is Playboy.
Yeah. And 400 is adult.
400 is like low-rated adult. Right. 401 is Spice, and 402 is Playboy.
You were right about that Jackie Brown thing.
Not the best movie.
It was all right, but I mean, you were right where it was.
Oh, the channel, 102.
Yeah, 102 and 103.
All-day purchase.
So you won't be able to watch TV tonight, right, sir?
Well, if you
what is the matter with that throat? You got a little cold happening?
Yes.
Okay, well, what about TV?
If you have one of those electronic timers that turns the TV on for you, as long as you don't turn the TV on.
Loophole. You're another slacker Jew. That's another loophole, man.
And don't clear that throat after sundown, because that would be work.
Hello, Don and Mike Show.
Comedy geniuses, you're going straight to hell.
Yeah, we are. Absolutely. We're taking the bullet train.
There you go. You know what? The Orthodox Jews have a great way of solving this problem. They have what's called, do you know what goy is? Do you know the Yiddish word goy?
That's a non-Jew.
Exactly.
Okay.
You got it.
Right.
So they have what's called the Shabbos goy.
Hey, goy friend.
There you go.
Goy friend. Go, goy friend. Goy friend, go.
The Shabbos goy.
Exactly. In other words, a non-Jew, like yourselves perhaps, paid to do things like turn on the electricity and turn it off, sweep the floor at the synagogue, that kind of thing.
Oh, my God. So you mean you would have like a Catholic person come over and you'd say, hey, turn the TV on for me, and technically, you're not violating...
Absolutely.
Oh, my God.
Because you're not working.
You know what? All right, I want to tell you exactly...
that is right.
Hold on.
You are Jewish.
Hold on.
Jewish.
Here's exactly what that is like. Please listen to this.
It depends upon what the meaning of the word is.
Right.
Same...
That's exactly right. If there's somebody who can parse and make up meanings for things, then it's the Jewish people, isn't it?
Now, Shabbos goy, that is somebody who is paid or a non-Jew who you can ask to
Robbie,
do things.
I would ask you to be my Shabbos goy.
I appreciate it. But see, the Shabbos goy has a root in history in that, like, before electricity...
I'm not even a Jew, and Rob already is my Shabbos goy.
But, like, in the turn of the century, when you needed to strike a match to cook or to, light your fire so you didn't freeze to death in your tenement, that's why you had a Shabbos goy, so you wouldn't freeze to death. I think you can get by without television.
Speak for yourself.
See, Rob's calling you on this. Rob's saying only the essentials.
I would think that, I'm not saying that it's bad, but it's rooted in...
I'm not man enough to stand up to Rob.
Hey, Shabbos goy with you, everybody. Good afternoon. It's 10 minutes until 6 o'clock.
Are you Orthodox?
On the big cage.
Am I Orthodox?
Yeah.
No, I'm an atheist.
You're an atheist?
You're an atheist? Oh,
well, what the hell are you calling us for?
An atheist.
Hey, let me tell you something. You're in big trouble.
Hello, Don and Mike Show.
Hello.
Hi there.
Hi.
Hi, you're on the air.
Yes, I am a Jew from Albany.
And are you Orthodox?
No, I'm a slacker, but I know the rules.
A slacker, but he knows the rules.
Yeah. We know the rules now. I'm trying to find the one Jew that's going to observe this holiday.
Absolutely. You know, the rules seem to be a little bit flexible.
Hello, like the Pope.
I'll tell you something. I'd like to be...
Shabbos Goy guy there, he was banned a long time ago.
You mean the Shabbos Goy was banned?
You banned him, never called again. He's a professional caller. I hear him all over the Bay Area.
Oh, that guy.
Yeah.
Oh, that. I thought you were saying.
As hell.
I thought he was saying the Shabbos Goy was banned.
Right. Hello. We're actually trying to learn something here.
I love the concept of the Shabbos Goy. I'd love to do that. I'd like to do that tonight if anybody's hiring.
Hello, Don and Mike Show.
Hi, can I come over and turn on your TV? Lights, just turn the lights on and off. I can do it I'd run it like a strobe light, no extra charge. Thanks for your help.
Okay, thanks. You can go listen to himself on the radio a little bit. Hello, Don and Mike Show.
Hi. I was calling in to talk about Yom Kippur.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. First of all, the lady who called in before, who's going to her sister's, she doesn't know what she's talking about.
No, she was a slacker. I think we identified her as such.
Yeah, she was definitely a slacker.
Slacker Jew.
Slacker Jew. She was talking about converts and how if somebody converts, they're not really a Jew. That's definitely not true.
Well, hold on. Listen, are you Jewish?
Yes, I'm Jewish.
Okay. Do you observe Yom Kippur?
Yes, I do.
Answer me these questions three. Answer me these questions three.
Answer me these questions
three.
First question.
Yes.
Will you be fasting?
Yes.
Okay. Will you be brushing your teeth?
Okay, see, let me explain.
No, yes or no. Will you be brushing your teeth?
Yes.
Slacker!
See, but I'll tell
Slacker, goodbye. Goodbye. There are no real Jews out there listening to us today.
We're waiting for the first person that is going to observe the holiday in the proper way.
Hello, Don and Mike Show.
Hi.
Hi there.
I'm Orthodox Jewish.
You're Orthodox.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Finally.
Here we go. Answer me these questions.
Sure.
Okay. First off, will you be fasting?
Yes, I will.
Will you be brushing your teeth using water?
No.
Will you be watching television?
No.
Will you be using any modern electrical conveniences?
No.
Will you have a goy to do that work for you?
No.
So you are basically going to observe all of the rules.
Yes, I am.
Bravo! Bravo! Finally!
Really?
Man, this has been like pulling teeth, but that would be work.
Yeah, pulling teeth I wouldn't be able to.
All right, then share it with... Is there anything else that we haven't covered that we should know about this holiday?
Well, basically, this is, of all the Jewish holidays, this one's very somber. Not a lot of fun associated with it.
It's atonement, right?
Right.
You're basically atoning for your sins.
Right, which is why we're fasting, and then we spend all day in synagogue praying to God that we're forgiven for all the misdeeds we've done. And this is also sort of the time of year leading up to this, like the 10 days between Rosh Hashanah, which is the New Year, and Yom Kippur. We're supposed to spend that time contacting all the people who we've wronged and begging them for forgiveness.
Well, I'm waiting for that call. Well, not from you, but from the many Jewish general managers I've worked for in the past.
Yeah, we should get a call every year, I would think.
Hey, listen.
If they're good Jews, they would do that.
When you go to Temple tomorrow,
yeah,
doesn't it smell real bad? I mean, because if everybody's been nearly 24 hours of not bathing and not washing.
By the end of services, it's getting pretty ripe.
That's a good... you're the first person that cleared it all up. Now, how many hours total will you spend in Temple tomorrow?
Oh, goodness. I don't know exactly how many hours.
Now, give us a ballpark. Give us a ballpark figure.
Gosh, let's see. Well, the morning services will start, at least in my synagogue, will start till, say, about 2 o'clock, something like that.
So you'll be there all day?
Well, that's just the morning part. We then have later in the afternoon and evening we go back. So basically all day. We'll have like an hour or two for a nap.
Oh, man. That's really not a holiday at all.
What a drag. Okay, thank you, sir.
You're welcome.
All right, so I guess the Orthodox Jews in our audience would actually say that, it's not a holiday. It's kind of like, you're there all day long and, no shower, no food.
That's no party, man.
No way.
There's no birthday party for me. Hello, Don and Mike Show.
Hello.
Hello, last call on this topic. Hello.
Hey, how you doing? Listen, I'm not Jewish, but I got a customer who is, and they spend their night in something called a sukkah. It's like a little Gilligan's Island hut out on their deck. This guy's got more money than all of us put together, yet every year they go and they spend the whole time, takes his whole family, and they get stuck in this little hut out on
I
their deck.
saw that one time. I saw the movie about that. I'm going to get you, sucker. Damn it, you beat me.
Okay, no. We thought of it at the same time. That would be an all-day sucker.
Robert, you write it down, too? Everybody.
Yeah, Rob just had it also.
3 guys, same joke.
We all play on the match game together.
Let's give us all a round of applause.
Get you, suka. All right, goodbye. Goodbye. For those of you who are unorthodox, we'll be right back.
This is the Don and Mike Show.
And I got one more question. I'm a student of print journalism, and I just wanted to know what advice do you have for young people coming up into the field? Like a lot of professors are telling us how hard it is to get into the field at first. I'd just like to know, since you're in the field, do you have any advice on that? For instance, experience, is that important?
Sure.
Is that probably the most important element?
Well, it's way up there.
It's way up there. Anything else? Anything you do?
Pressure under fire.
Mm-hmm.
Done this before. I don't want it to be his first surgery.
Okay.
Applied himself well.
Mm-hmm.
These are things I'd have confidence in a young MD.
Okay. I'm talking about journalism field.
I'm lost. What do you mean?
The journalism, like, I'm a student of journalism at a college, and I was just wondering the most important aspect of getting into journalism, not the medical field. I think you're exhausted from 30 nights.
I am exhausted from 30 nights. No person, even those of us who are superhuman, those of us with Herculean appetites for the diverse and the bizarre, even those of us who have shown an aptitude to fight the good fight and stay the good long battle, even those of us can get tired. And your boy is tired after 30 consecutive nights. I have a half hour to go, and I'm going to do that half hour because I'm a pro. That's what pros do. I'm a professional. Look it up in the book.
Okay.
That's what we do. We're pros. We're never rude. We don't cop out. We don't tell you that we're ill or that we're looking for the farmhouse in the middle of the desert or that we're parched. We don't tell you that maybe the check didn't come through this month and where the hell does it go anyway if you're a guy who's left 16 forwarding addresses.
Okay.
So what do you do? What is the answer? Yeah, you're a little perturbed now. Kind of worried about the club.
The club?
Don't worry about the club. Worry about maybe Jackie might worry. Nah, don't worry. Okay, just cool it. Life is a breeze. Of course, some breezes, as you know, are 110 miles an hour and get promoted up to hurricanes. I'd pass that along. Speaking of pass it along, we're going to pass along now to the newsroom, the Mutual Newsroom, high atop the overlooking beautiful downtown studios of Washington, Virginia, Washington, D.C. The Mutual Newsroom will get us up to date on the news headlines, and we'll come back with a little more open phone America. We'll have our salute to my man Duke Ziebert by taking him to one of his favorite places, one of mine too, the town of Cooperstown, New York. This is the Larry King Show in Washington, and we'll be right back.
The Don and Mike Show.
Listen, my friend, I am a supporter of the gay community. I wore a red ribbon to the Emmys. I have been to several Elton John concerts.
What does that mean?
Elton John is a gay.
If you put a knick-knack on their whatnot, they'll give you a what for. Don and Mike.
Okay, I wanted to mention, I guess a couple of days ago I wanted to talk about my DJ friend George McFly.
That's right, George McFly.
The continuing soap opera of this guy. Now, we've had him on the show. It seems like about every 3 or 4 months.
Yeah, he purges himself to you.
Calls me up, and he made the mistake of calling a couple of days ago when I had stayed up late to watch the Monday Night Football game.
You were tired that day. I remember that would be Tuesday that he talked to you.
Tuesday, and I don't think that I was the mentor that he had counted on me to be, because you know, he's like crying to me about his program director yelling at him for doing stuff that he shouldn't do. And
Right.
I'm going to get fired. I'm going to get fired. I'm going to get fired.
You said you gave him a good 45 minutes, though, right?
Yeah, well, there's a lot of listening, not a lot of talking, just
Okay.
a lot of listening on my part.
Where you're kind of going, uh-huh.
Now, George McFly is a disc jockey who I worked with. I was his program director for a little while. Guy's got all the talent in the world, but the guy's got a screw loose. There's absolutely no doubt about it that George McFly is not the most balanced person on the face of this earth.
He's not right.
Right. And he calls me for advice about his DJ show. He listens to our show every night. We're on the nighttime in Denver.
He wants to be on this show. That's one of the things he wants to do.
Desperately wants your job.
Yes, I know.
Desperately wants it. I keep telling him no.
Yes, I know. I'm very concerned about that.
Why? I know you're not, but you know George really wants to work on our show. He really wants to.
Yeah, he wants to work with both of us. Actually, he wants to come in here and be the eighth wheel on the.
Buzz is the one who should feel threatened by the presence of George McFly.
I'm a little worried. Yeah.
So anyway, this guy he still works at a radio station where he plays records.
Right.
And he goes through the ongoing battle with the program director about how many records he can play and how much he can talk.
Right.
And you know, I give him advice like do what's sounding best to you. If you feel like talking, go ahead and talk.
Is he still rhyming?
Yes and no.
Okay.
He sent me a tape of when he filled in for the morning disc jockeys,
Right.
and he did a whole show without rhyming. And he did great. I told him the tape was great.
Excellent.
But then as soon as he went back to his regular show, he does the afternoon show.
Right.
He went back to going like, it's 2:02, how do you do? My name is George McFly. I'll make you, cry and sigh.
Right.
Me, oh my,
He's been doing that for a long time.
I make a lot of dough. Here's Sheryl Crow.
Right.
That's basically what the guy's rap is. So, I'm trying to help him while at the same time I'm just semi-frustrated with him because what he needs to do is just make a fist.
Right.
And not flip out every time the program director yells at him about doing something.
He's a very sensitive guy.
So I'm going to call him now and see if he took my advice, see what happened.
You told him to go ahead and do what he wants, whatever he wants, right?
Yeah, over the last couple of days. See what he's done. I call him at home. And he's on his fourth program director in 2 years at this station.
There you go.
So I've said to him, what do you care what this program director says to you? He's going to be like all the rest. He's going to be fired soon anyway. Hello, George. Joan, hey, it's Don and Mike. Hi, Joan.
Hi, how are you?
Hi, got to tell you, Joan, we're on the air. This is George's wife, Joan. Is George around?
Always mistaking me for George.
Yeah, sorry about that, Joan.
No, it's all right. I'm used to it. I don't even correct people anymore. Quite all right. It's always, thank you, sir. John? Is your name John? Oh, John.
Is he around or is he already gone to work?
Yeah, I already left.
He
Sorry.
already left. How long ago did he leave, do you know?
Yeah, a good hour ago.
Oh, maybe I'll call him at the station.
I'm sorry?
I'll call him at the station, I
Yes,
guess.
would you like that number?
Oh, I think I've already got it.
Okay.
Okay, see you, Joan.
Okay, see you guys.
Bye, Joan.
Bye-bye.
Joan. There you go. Joan has a very deep voice. That's why she made that comment. She does. Very raspy, deep voice, and a very, very sexy lady.
Yeah, she kind of looks like Joan Jett, except she's a lot more fixed up than Joan Jett is.
Absolutely. Always has a very nice tan.
It's very muscular.
Yeah. Very
So is
cut.
he. He's like the poster boy for creatine.
Jefferson Pilot.
Yes, hello. This is the Don and Mike show. We're doing our radio show right now. We're looking for our friend George McFly. Is he at work yet?
Let me check. Hold on.
Thank you. You're probably at a jock lounge doing push-ups.
Yeah, I'll tell you right now, very exciting. Doing my little push-up, getting ready for my show. Hickory dickory dock. Okay.
Loading up on some creatine.
Where's my Andro? Whatever the hell it is. That's it. Need a big spoonful of Andro right before I'm going to go on the air, man.
He takes that stuff.
Yeah?
Yeah. He was also telling me something about that he's into snuff.
Oh, God. That's that powdered tobacco.
Right. And he said that he went to a dentist, and that the dentist, after examining his teeth, that the dentist said to him that the dentist takes snuff.
Right.
And the dentist said, don't worry about it. Just every 10 years, change the side of your mouth that you chew on.
Hello?
I said, I don't know if that's the best advice for a dentist to give you, George.
That'll work.
Hello? Hello, we're looking for George?
Huh. We're in the radio station maze now.
Maybe he's getting reamed out by his boss right now.
Man, I'm just trying to do the best I can.
The guy is talented, man. I tell you, the guy, if he just ever cut loose,
right,
he could go far.
Where's my Eddie Dream, man?
I
It's
got
time
my-
for me to cut loose. I want a big bowl of mashed potatoes and peas.
If only I could have seen what was happening to me.
I might have done something about it.
Okay, well, they're never going to pick up? I think they probably just put us on that phone that just doesn't.
Meanwhile, George
doesn't pick up.
George is in the general manager's office right now. Don't ever do that again.
All right, well. Hey, Rob, would you listen? Off the air, I want to try to call George.
Okay.
And see if he wants to come on our show at some point today. Okay? All right, because I don't have all day to sit around and wait while the radio station just puts us into a phone that's ringing in a closet somewhere.
So is he getting any better? That's the question I have for you. Is he getting any better?
I can't tell you.
Right.
I think. Hello.
Yeah.
Oh, I picked up another line. My bad. Oh, I hate it when people say that. I hate it. God, I'm an idiot for saying
bad.
that. My bad.
Not as bad as saying "bah" when you're going to say goodbye, like Joe Krebs on Channel 4 in Washington, D.C.
B-A-H.
You know, with that big sincere goodbye that he says every day. I'm Joe Krebs. Bah.
Yeah, I think George is kind of getting it, but he's very intimidated by all these program directors. You know, I told him again when I talked to him on Tuesday. I said, listen, if these program directors that are yelling at you, if they could do what you did,
right,
they'd be doing it.
Sure.
They can't do it. That's why they're program directors, and they have to validate their existence. But yes, I heard all about that.
Oh, my God.
I heard all about that.
You'd think that would help.
All right, now here's a guy who used to room with George McFly.
Don and Mike, Radio God.
Hello, is this Gary?
Yes, it is.
Hello, Gary.
I've listened to you guys since the AVA days. I'd like to say I love you guys to death. I've listened to you for a long time. Great show.
Well, thank you.
I worked with George down at a radio station in Ocean City, and we're talking 1986.
Yeah.
In that time, right before he went to AVA, and he was my roommate as well. Guy was a nut, but I'd like to give him a vote of confidence because he's got a good head on his shoulders. Yeah, he's a little bit out of the maybe out to the left side without a mitt, but good guy. I think maybe I'd give him see how it goes.
Maybe out of what?
Just see how it goes. Give him a try. I mean, if he wants to, if you think he wants to be on the show and so forth.
I don't have room for him on this show.
I know.
Did he really work in Ocean City before he came to work at Wava with us?
Yes, he did.
Oh, he went via somewhere. I thought it was like Minnesota that he was working.
Yeah. You know, he tries to draw a lot of parallels between my career and his career because before I settled down and had a son, anytime someone would offer me a better job, I would take it. And I got fired like a million times. So that's what George says to me all the time. I go, hey, man, I'm just trying to do what you did. You got fired all the time. And I said to him, well, yes, but that ended when I had Bart. That I didn't worry about any other job offers or anything. And he has a little daughter now. A daughter named Emma, a real sweet girl. I think she's 4 years old.
And haven't you been telling him that stability is important?
I said, your kid doesn't need to be going to a different school every year. You know, you're to the point now when you can't just throw all your crap into a U-Haul.
Well, he likes
and drive to the next town.
He enjoys that. He likes
he does.
That. That's in the. Well, he obviously heeded your advice because he's stayed there for what?
2 years almost.
2 years. Wow. That's good.
And for him, that's a record.
That's great.
That's an absolute record for him. That's like in dog years, you know what I mean? It's like 80 years to anybody else.
Wasn't that the last time they were going to give him like an overnight gig part-time in L.A. and he wanted to like leave his family behind to go and take that? It's a real good opportunity, man.
It's Kiss FM, man.
So now he has a stable, good-paying job, but he lives in constant fear that he's going to lose it.
No, he doesn't. Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, he does. Yeah, you're right. It's like, you know, he doesn't say so much that he thinks he's going to get fired, but he's afraid to do stuff on his show because he's afraid that the boss is going to yell at him. What did he say? Oh, you got him?
Yeah, he's ready.
Oh, all right. Hold on. Hold on a second there, lady. Rob, will you tell that lady we'll be right with her, please?
What line was that?
I don't know. It's line 6, I think. Hello, George?
Hi, guys.
Hey, it's Don and Mike. How you doing, buddy?
Waited all day for you to call yesterday. Listened to your show in its entirety. Had Joan tape it.
All right, well, yesterday was kind of a busy day, man.
I had no idea that you had a bad Monday, and then I called you until I find out that I listened to you. 10 o'clock in the morning, phone rings. Guess who it is? Biannual.
And what a great friend I am. You didn't even know that I was totally tripping on Tuesday, did you? That I was sleep deprived.
I kind of feel you out. I kind of know when you're not wanting to stay on the phone, you know.
Was he doling out the same valuable advice that he normally doles out, George?
No, I hear like a toilet flush, and I know he's ready to go. He gives the best advice in the world. Hi, Mike.
Hi, George. How are you?
Why don't you say hi to Buzz?
Hey, George. Buzz have he had the colon surgery or something?
Yes, I did. You and I should have a long talk about that sometime, George.
Oh, Buzz.
Listen, George.
I just turned 35 last Wednesday, and you know what they say? Once you turn 35, you have to go in for, what is it, annual or every 5 years?
George,
or what?
no, George, that's 40. That's 40, George.
No, Mike. It's 35.
No, it's 40.
It's very genetic, first of all.
George, it's 40. Trust me. Don't start getting paranoid about that.
George,
Well, I know I have polyps there. I might already have them taken out of my throat.
Let's think about what happened at work. I just was kind of giving a recap here of our conversation.
Yes.
About your program director yelling at you and you know, being afraid to do what you think is right.
Yeah.
Now, how has it gone this week?
I put in the tape after you told me to send a regular show.
Right.
And once again, like for the 6th time, I did like 2 breaks, and then I just, threw the tape against the wall and said, forget it.
Oh, you're such a George. Did you start rhyming again?
Well, yeah. See, Mike, it's hard to explain. And this Churban, it's called Churban because it's urban and CHR, which is, top 40, so it's like urban top 40.
Right. Yeah.
Minority rap crap. There's no intros anymore. Like when you guys were jocking, there's none.
See, George, hold on. You're going to get me in the same discussion I had with you the other day. When I was coming up the ladder, I worked at stations. Like when I worked in Pittsburgh, I worked at a station where the motto was 4 in a row, no talk.
Right.
So I worked at a station where you played 4 records in a row and the disc jockey was not allowed to speak. I found ways around it. Trust me, I found ways around it. And that meant that every day when I would come into work, the program director would sit me down and say, listen, we've got a slogan, 4 in a row, no talk. Don't talk during the 4 records. And I would go, okay. But I would go in, and I would talk during the 4 records.
Right.
And he would yell at me.
And then he would fire you.
Well, all right. I did get fired a couple of times.
Okay, one time, even, with the door closed to the studio and I'm outside the studio, but the monitors are kind of cranked, I get this physical, I feel like my heart was fibrillating the other day, like I thought I was going to lose it.
You mean like you were on the verge of a breakdown?
It's all over the place, isn't it?
Well, my soul's off kilter, Mike.
George, your soul and your soul, everything's been off kilter for a decade, but you're
here's
good.
The difference between me and a normal 35-year-old man. Normal 35-year-old men that go through what I go through go out and have affairs. I don't care about strange. I don't want that. It's like I don't love you.
George, why are you volunteering that, George?
See what I mean?
What I was trying to say is listen, Don, you're the one that started, and Mike too, though, in a way. I mean, how many times do I have to hear, wow, if you were half as funny on air as you are off air, you'd be a star, I mean,
listen, hold on a second. Hold on.
And
George.
I even wrote down something that I said yesterday.
George.
What?
You have probably put more personality into this 5-minute telephone call on our show today than you will on your whole show today when you play records.
Tell me that again, and tell me then when I go on the air and I get fired, that you'll hire me in some capacity.
No. I told you Tuesday. Don't lay that guilt trip on me.
Well,
if you are such,
thank you for the thank you for the flattery. But what's that doing to me? But me churning inside my stomach.
Listen,
I already took like a 10 milligram Valium today, and it might as well have been speed because it does nothing for me.
What did I tell you about this business? That either you'll be one of the guys that breaks the rules and takes the chances and makes it, or maybe you'll be one of those guys that's just happy pushing the buttons and reading the cards.
And I'm not like that. 10 years ago with our old boss, Matt Barber, I whipped the cart right at him because he didn't want me to play a drop.
And what happened to that, George McFly?
He's in there, Don.
You're giving. I see what the problem is. You're sending George mixed signals.
Am I really?
Yes. On the one hand, I've heard you tell him. You have said you want him to be stable, to settle down. You don't want his kid to go to another school. And on the other hand, what you're telling him is that you want him to go in and disregard what his program. Now, if he does that, you know that 90% of the time the program director is going to fire him.
Hold on a second. But here's where, yes, you're right, but no, you're not right.
Okay.
Now, I've told him don't leave Denver.
Right.
Okay. If he gets fired from this radio station in Denver,
stay in the market.
There's 30 radio stations in Denver.
That's okay. Now that you didn't say that to me before.
Second off, George has a contract.
Right.
Third off, he's on his 4th program director in 2 years.
Mm-hmm.
So the odds are that even if this guy yells at him and tries to fire him, he's not going to be able to fire him. This guy's going to get fired. This guy's going to get fired before George gets fired.
Week where I stood tall after talking to you. I had my shirt off, hanging my sunglasses from my pierced nipples, caught the psych. My hair was getting a little longer, grew a goatee just for the psych. You notice I do I change physically because it gives me it pumps me up.
Man, that works for radio, doesn't it?
And then he called it slop. He
called it slop. Now, do you listen? I don't want to get you in trouble with this guy. Is there any chance this guy will be listening to this show tonight? Okay. George, don't say the F word, please.
No, I didn't.
Oh, I thought you did.
I thought you did, too.
No.
All right, well then, if he's not going to be listening, then I will feel secure in asking this. Do you respect his opinion at all?
Yeah, Yeah, well, when I was at WAVA, when you guys were doing mornings at the zoo, he used to sit down and listen to my tapes, and he was like a fan.
What did I tell you about a general manager and a program director? What did I tell you just this past Tuesday?
Oh, they're the enemy.
Right. Right. Good. He's acting like he's your friend because he wants something from you. And the general manager at the station, the way George described it to me, they're doing good cop,
that's the truth,
bad cop with him.
Okay.
It's like the program director yells at him and the general manager says to him, oh, we really love you.
Well, but it's a little bit different. We went to the Zeppelin concert, and I gave up meeting Robert and Jimmy for his 15-year-old boy. That goes a long way.
So you let the 15-year-old boy go backstage?
And George, you know what he said to me? He goes, George, that showed class. I think I just made a career move there, bud.
You are so wrong. They will take you up in a second to save their jobs.
From the heart. And maybe I don't belong in a business of surface plasticity, and you know it drives me nuts. And then I hear your show, and you think that helps? Yes, I laugh all the way home, but then I cry in Joan's arms, basically by saying, "Oh, honey, I'm not afraid to earn this kind of freedom, but man, where are those stations? Where are the people that believe in personality?"
George, you're working at a station right now. You're working at a station right now. But I tell you, every time you go in, who's the boss when you're on the air? You are.
Don, this whole conversation might be moot because I'm in ill health. You know, I know I talk about this every time. You think I'm exaggerating, but it's going to go. You know, heart disease runs in my family, and so does other things, and it's just going to pop.
Listen, I love you, and I think you're fantastic. And if you would ever just cut loose, you could get any job that you wanted anywhere.
Did you? I mean, for real? Did you really like the morning tape that I sent you?
Yes, God damn it, yes.
So let me explain to your listeners so we don't get so inside. Here I am for 15 years.
George, our listeners already understand that you're like Dr. Seuss.
Yeah, we gave a little background, George.
Green eggs and
but
ham.
then I do mornings, and I am me. I mean, I turn into I'm so the antithesis of what I do during the day, and that's what I long to do. But you can't do it over 5 seconds.
Yes, you can.
Because I talk slower normally.
No, yes, you can. Play those stupid music beds that your station has. Don't they have music beds for you to talk over?
And what happened last week when I did that?
What, the program director came in and told you it was slop, and you were a big because you believed him.
You know, you're right, though. The analogy was classic, Mike. Don said that, what is he going to do, go into the GM and said, God, George is doing too much of a show. He's trying too hard.
Right, I told him, listen, he's at least 8 steps away from being fired if they're even serious about firing him.
Do a little bit at a time, ease into it. Sneak up on them, so they don't know what's going on.
However, what kind of commodity could you be at a station where the music really, really does matter? And there's truth in the heart of that, guys.
Rise above that, George, Don, and Mike did at their old station.
But you dig? It was different back then. And it's different at, like mainstream mass appeal stations.
George.
But it, like these niche rap stations, they don't hear what I say, and it's very
George. What? George. Now you're giving me an ice cream headache. Okay, man?
And I'm sorry to be hyper. I'm not nervous.
Be the way that you are right now, this all over the roadway. Be this way during your regular DJ show.
Bring all of your neuroses into the show with you, George.
Right.
That's what we always enjoyed in the hallways at WAVA. You know that.
Oh, man. I could have just tapped into that a long time ago.
Sure, George, you still can.
If ifs and buts were candy and nuts, oh, what a party we'd have.
Yeah, do a half hour on irrigation. Go ahead, George.
Yesterday, guess what I did on my show?
What?
I spent the entire show drinking coffee and writing these positive things like, be happy, say you're happy, and repeat it 10 times till you...
You're such an idiot.
I started crying.
You're such an idiot.
You started crying.
You're such an idiot, George.
I think I'm manic.
Man.
You think I'm a little bit manic?
Listen,
I've never been diagnosed that, but I think I am.
You're a great talent. And like I told you, just do what's in your heart. Okay? Do what's right for your family and do what's right in your heart. And never...
Okay, what's right with my heart?
Never trust the program director.
The way he interacts, Mike, my God, with his voices and his ability, Don, and you, but, you could always add that neurotic little...
You're not... I told you the other day, there's no room for you on this show. Listen, I love you, but I told you there's no room for you on this show.
I know you say you love me, but then, put your... never mind.
Put my money where my mouth is. You're on my goddamn show right now, George.
I'm aboard this money train, man. I do it for food money. Just feed me, Joan and Emma, and I'm fine.
George, I'm not going to hire you.
The love of it.
I've already got a guy that I work with, and furthermore, I got another guy that I work with. I don't have room for another guy. But I like the guys I'm working with.
Gotta stop there. I mean, you guys have a phenomenal show. Syndicated. 4 million listeners now?
Oh, my God.
But could he be even better?
George, now you're starting to ugging me out here.
Listen, Mike,
Come
I don't
on,
want
man.
you to on me or nothing. Or...
You know, he's starting to remind me of a little bit as Lewis.
Yeah, absolutely.
A little bit.
Listen, I didn't want it to turn this direction. It's just that, desperate men say desperate things, that's all.
What are you desperate? You're employed, aren't you?
I'm thankful.
There are a lot more people that are desperate out in this business.
I'm thankful, but why would a man like me be playing Willie Nelson in the halls every freaking day and then going in and saying, here's Snoop Dogg in the house?
George, listen, for the last time... Just do what you think is right. Never trust a program director. And if you can't stand up to him yelling at you, then just bend over and read the cards. I think you have more talent than that.
You know I can take it. And
well,
the monotony of you feeling these conversations, these quarter-annual therapeutic sessions are maybe getting fatiguing for you all.
Yeah.
But I'm telling you, it's going to work this time. I'm absorbing what you're saying. I've never been. My self-esteem is back. My self-confidence, I'm ripped, by the way.
I feel like we're watching a scene from
steroids.
I think we're watching a scene from What About Bob here right now.
It's too much. All right, I got to go. I'll see you later.
Thank you.
All right, bye, George.
I love you guys, man.
Love you, too. See you later.
Bye, George. Good luck.
Thanks for everything, man.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Give me props.
Don't be nasty.
He's baby stepping. He was really Bill Murray at the end there. He's definitely What About more out there this time around than before. He was.
But can you get a sense, all you people who are listening now, that guy, if he would do that on the radio,
right?
I guarantee he'd be a smash.
Absolutely.
He'd be a smash. But he will go on today and go, it's 2:02, how do you do? Here's Snoop Doggy Dog. I don't know how you get through to the guy.
And then he wants you to give him a job just by feeding him.
Right. Right.
He's a great guy. Underneath all that, too, I mean, what you heard there, he really is a genuinely nice guy.
He's got a very good heart.
We wish him the very best.
Oh. Yes, we do.
Sorry, we're out of time.
Till we meet again, this is Sammy Davis Jr. saying, be kind, be nice, and I hope the next performer has the pleasure of having as nice an audience as you've been tonight. And let me leave you swinging.